Now, everyone should be able to hear the boys. And now we're in Tabletop Town.
Ooh, fancy dancer.
Oh, are we live right now?
Indeed.
Oh,
Also,
man. And I just coughed into the microphone. My bad.
Hey, that's how the pros do it.
Excellent start.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
By the way, we figured out that the correct level to set Richard to is 150%.
Oh, well, isn't that nice?
So if you right-click him or right-click them rather and set them to 150.
Sure. Give me just a moment and I'll do that.
A couple things I'm going to do before we get started. One, oh, thank you for the follow. It's Kitty Cat.
Oh, that's nice.
ITZ_kitty_cat is now following.
Man, you're right. That 150% for Roboro was perfect.
Let me download these. There we go. I have those just in case they don't
These nuts.
Through Matt's microphone system. The music stuff we talked about earlier.
I get you. And no, you're fine. I think I'm probably safe. Am I going to hear it, or am I just going to trust you that it's on?
I will turn it on when you tell me to turn it on, and then turn it off when not. The second thing I wanted to go over before we actually factually start, I have added the audio cues for the audience, because they have a player character known as Daniel Ratcliffe, and they can't see their background right now because I fucked that up.
Oh.
Let me go back here. Let me go back here. Did I accidentally close it? Or there we go. Okay, it's back. Daniel Ratcliffe, which is the audience member, they can assist us by using the ability assist JD.
And you gotta help us.
I just have a bunch of ads going on right now, but I'm sure they'll stop.
What'd you say, Mink?
What time period is this?
Like fantasy-wise? Yeah. We're in the wild lands, and Matt's probably going to establish that and stuff. But it's like, you know. It's fun. It's D&D rules. It's like Futurama, but fantasy.
So there's like tech?
There's guns. Yeah.
Can the audience hear me right now, JD?
Yeah. Yes.
Should be able to.
So, a good way to establish tone for this game will be, well, are you familiar with Princess Mononoke?
I thought that the proper tone for this game was just going to be incoherent screaming.
Yeah.
Well, so combine those two things together. That's going to be the tone of this game. Princess Mononoke, grand Studio Ghibli feel, nature versus civilization, that sort of thing, mixed with a healthy dose of shitposting.
I was gonna say you brought like feel good into my shitpost.
So it's like a Satoshi Kon
You brought
film.
shitpost into my feel good.
That cleared that up, thank you.
But yeah,
Hi, bye.
the audience can assist us. They can seduce. They can seduce a random NPC.
Oh, yes.
Oh, did somebody just summon that, or was that you?
Oh, this is all me showing it off.
Okay.
They can attack anyone. And I made it where they have to type in who they're targeting with this stuff.
The audience is playing the most murder hobo-y bisexual disaster party member that you can imagine as a stereotypical D&D player. They can do all the basic stuff that you imagine any stereotype D&D player to do.
They can throw good berries.
They can attack, they can loot bodies, they can throw items and healing items, and did I miss any?
Let's see, we have assist, we have seduce, we have attack, we have good berry. There is something on... Oh, we have loot. They can loot shit from people.
Yes, they can loot bodies,
Good.
absolutely.
They are going to be the pure murder hobo.
They're just going to be the most pure D&D character possible.
The commands for
that was me.
The audience member, they're going to be under magic... They're going to be under magic mug. They're going to be worth points. I made them kind of expensive just so people don't spam them, especially attack. If they end up being way too expensive, I might cheapen them up a little bit. But
use them a little bit.
Is some sound effects you can do for free by typing an exclamation point in those words, like nut.
Yeah, let's see the nut.
Nut. Nut.
Or
wow. That looks like a free one to me.
What does meow do?
Oh, meow used to have like a really bad gif of fucking Yeah, it used to have a bad gif of Salem from fucking Sabrina, but now it's just the sound effect. Like Hell just has David Lynch going, "What the hell?" And farts, just a loud fart.
What the
Damn
hell?
it, I have my sound turned off so I don't hear an echo. But I trust that everyone has heard the fantastic fart I sent to them.
Yes.
Fantastic farts and where to find them.
So I will, let me grab the files, and Matt, if you want me to start up the music, I will...
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I will give you a cue.
Okay.
He's very particular.
I'm very picky.
Could I have an MNO and a P as well?
Mop?
And what comes before a Q? It's an MNOP.
Oh, okay. Sorry, your pun was too smart for me. I apologize.
Sorry, I went to the big fancy school that taught me the alphabet.
Perfectly fine. All right. So, everyone here ready?
Is Bing Bong a sound effect?
Yeah,
Yes,
you just
I'm
blast.
trying to not avalanche drinks on my floor. I'll be right here.
The shitposts are going to be hidden behind the player characters too.
Wow.
Oh no, I fully commit to shitpost both in and out of character.
Thank you, Seventh, for saying Jafudda.
Jafudda?
Yeah. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Rad.
Thanks for coming in,
Steven
Savant.
is now following.
Yeah.
So,
Bless your heart.
Seventh actually.
JD, do you have anything else, or would you like me to start?
Whenever you're ready, I think we got everything set.
So first of all, I'd like to tell you all, oh, you've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
Oh, jeez.
Second of all, just a heads up, for those
Are
of
you
you
sure
who
about
aren't
that?
used to me DMing on MC GameFAP or Pokemoms, you may be used to a style of game that, while big on set pieces and story, aren't all that difficult from a gameplay perspective. Well, that's sort of out the window here. In this game, I'm going to kill you. Combat will be swift and brutal. There will be no grinding your way through combat. Any straightforward fight you attempt here will end in a TPK.
I'd be scared if I was going to clip my way through it.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with these characters, it absolutely will end up in an entire party wipe.
Except for Elise.
Except for
Just
Jeffrey.
skateboard away.
Yeah.
Jeffrey's just going to like do a sad dab and then go on his way.
I don't think the dab's even going to be sad.
He's going to pretend that it is.
Yeah.
Everyone...
Socially appropriate level of sadness in the dab.
Yeah, a moderately, a somber dab.
Dab sadly.
Like a somber dab that you would do at like the world at a D-Day memorial. It's like you don't know anyone there personally, so you're not personally sad about it, but just a somber dab.
Would you dab at a D-Day memorial? Is that what you're telling me, Matt?
Dabbing at the tomb of the unknown soldier?
I think it's only offensive if you were like, you know, Japanese or something.
Oh, fantastic.
I mean, they've
The
been
Japanese
to Japan.
have done enough war crimes to the world in general. I don't feel bad about it. And no, I'm not talking about Pearl Harbor. Look it up. Everyone. Well, everyone except Homer. Roll a d10.
Ooh.
I have 4.
We're all rolling a d10.
Yeah,
Everyone
I got a
except
10.
Homer.
I got a 5.
All right. King, you on the call?
Yeah.
Yes, I was walking to my living room.
I understand. Have you rolled a d10?
I did.
Okay, what'd you get?
A 9.
All right. Everyone remember your roll. You'll find out what that's for later.
Lovely.
You mean I have to take notes? Rude.
It's dawn in the Beastlands. Sort of. There's no sun in the Beastlands, just an ambient light in the sky that waxes and wanes in a way that vaguely corresponds with the night and day cycles that mortals like yourselves are accustomed to. So, for brevity's sake, we'll just say it's dawn in the Beastlands. JD, can I hear music? If not, well, regardless, go ahead and hit that intro music now, please.
Play with Windows Media?
when it starts.
It's going.
Your body stirs as the ambient light warms the ground underneath you. You and your fellow party members stretch and clumsily make your way to standing position on 4 legs. It's another hot and lazy day in the Summerlands. No agenda, no stress, just vibes. It's a carefree life for a cow, which, by the way, you are. JD Coffee Streams presents Bitch, I'm a Cow.
Oh god, when you said on 4 legs, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, I'm a turtle tar.
A humanoid approaches you. He looks almost like a human, dressed
I
in
chew
leather.
cut to blend in.
Okay. Fair enough. This human, or almost human, is dressed in leather and linen, boots, and a cowboy hat. But he's not a human. That's made clear by the horse head sitting between the humanoid body and cowboy hat. This is Hasta Luego, your caretaker for as long as you can remember. Oh, morning. Good morning. Sunday morning. Come on, folks. Get your breakfast on the road. We got a long trip today.
Why is he Bernie Sanders?
To what degree can I communicate as a cow? I assume that since we've been at this for a while, we know whether or not we can speak common.
I mean, as far as you know, you're a cow.
All right, I will
Okay.
I will moo as cows do.
Do I have any recollection of previous things, or is it just my life as I know it has always and is been a cow?
As I alluded to in the first paragraph or so, as far as you can remember, this has just been the guy that's been hanging out with you.
Okay, cool.
And JD, regarding your cow's mooing noises, he nods at you as if he understands your noises, the way a pet owner might do to their pets. That's right. We're going to Lake Acuity today. You know, we'll pay our respects, grab lunch, and we'll make our way towards Violando. I've got business there next week.
Okay.
Yeah, just waiting for permission from the cows.
Honestly,
as a cow, I don't believe I understand common.
Okay.
Do I appear to understand common? Do I know what he's talking about?
You vaguely kind of get his emotions. Like he's like, "Oh yeah, we're going on a trip."
honestly,
like you
I'm
hear
trying
walkies?
to think...
You hear walkies?
I don't hear walkies. I hear this is terrible. I move to the center of the herd for utmost safety.
I'm trying to think of like how to be like a cool rad dude as a cow, and I feel like I'm gonna be like the leader of the pack.
Yeah.
Cow.
You do little cow stampies.
Yeah.
You're an alpha cow.
He's a big, strong alpha cow. He's a lone cow.
Are cattle gendered, or are we all female cattle?
Your cow is whatever gender you want it to be.
Okay, cool.
Jeffrey Poison is a boy cow. He's gonna stomp his feet, and he's gonna lead the pack.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to force you to be cows, but I'm not going to force you into a gender you're not comfortable with. I'm not a monster.
Jeffrey Poison is a female cow, and did I say Jeffrey Poison? I said sorry. Michael Bublé is a female cow, and I don't know what that means about him yet.
It's okay to question. It's fine. That's what D&D is for.
Yeah. I don't think Granola has a concept of gender even as a cow, so just gonna sit there.
These fucking cows. Let's go.
I'm going to go ahead and give Jeffrey Poison his first choice of the game.
Please.
Does Jeffrey Poison's cow have an emo swoop over one eye, or does he have a pompadour?
See, Jeffrey Poison himself doesn't have a swoop. Jeffrey Poison, for those of you who are wrestling fans, I imagine his hair rather like hooks. In that people that are younger than me tell me this haircut looks cool, but I am 33, and I think it looks like he got into a fight with a blow dryer. So, that's what Jeffrey Poison's hair looks like. So I imagine like whatever little coif of hair I have on my little cow head is just kind of messy, but also kind of looks cool.
It's a very intentional style of messy that on Jeffrey Poison's cow's chiseled face looks quite striking.
Yeah, for people who aren't wrestling fans, it's kind of a medium short above the ear cut, mostly straight, but the front just kind of spikes out, almost like an anime character.
So it's a flock of seagulls haircut?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an explosion of hair. I'm gonna put one in the Discord.
Imagine if you got Goku's hair, but you tilt it to the left.
Yeah, that's a good description.
I love our background cow.
Hold on. Apparently typing in hook doesn't get it. I have to type in hook wrestling.
Type in Taz's son. That'll probably do it.
Okay, yeah.
Nah, if you get hook wrestling, you should pick it up. That's what I found it on.
Hook?
I got him in a suit, which is a very strange picture for me.
That's a cow with Ramona Flowers hair.
Okay, so, alright, let's get a little back on track here, just because I am on a timetable here. Alright, the horse-headed cowboy, Hasta Luego, shepherds you down the well-worn footpath of the Summerlands. Tall grass and forests surround you on both sides. He keeps talking to you, but mostly to himself. Oh, don't worry, I've got permission. We'll just be staying long enough to pay respects. Shouldn't be a problem.
Question, when you say horse-headed, do you mean that literally his head is a horse?
Horseman.
Okay, got it.
BoJack Horseman build. Yeah, no one knows what I mean when I say he's a reverse centaur, so it's like BoJack Horseman.
No, that's fine. I would have understood reverse centaur.
Well, would he have the front horse limbs as well then, if he was a reverse centaur?
He's BoJack Horseman. He doesn't have any of the extra limbs. All right.
Look, if you set these up, if you set up these pins, you have to assume that we're gonna knock them down.
Yeah. Fine. All right. So he's shepherding you down the path, and you sense that he's cautious, but not worried. So you're not worried either. Despite no sun, there are clouds in the sky, thick, puffy clouds that don't look quite right to you for reasons you can't identify in your cow brain. They sort of look like faces in the sky.
This unsettles me greatly, and also I would like to set the record straight that I am always worried.
Okay.
Fuck you for telling me how I feel.
All right, I apologize. I did not mean to assign emotions to you. I will say you are not more worried than normal.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's normal.
All right. Man, Elise, we got to turn down your vocal clipping because I can hear you from the other room, but I barely hear you from in here just because you get loud enough to clip the microphone and it just turns on the filter.
I can hear a couple laughs every now and then, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll figure that out for next week. For now, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
After a bit of travel, your path is obstructed by thick green and purple vines, covered in nasty inch-long thorns. The entire mess seems to be glazed in a viscous sap. Despite the implied violence of the plant, your cow brain registers it as quite delicious looking.
Ooh.
How does it taste? I'm going to take a big old cow bite.
All right. It tastes like grass, but purple. Imagine the difference between a potato and a sweet potato. That's the difference.
Taste purple.
Sweet potatoes taste purple.
They do not taste purple. Purple tastes like grape.
No,
they're
as
purple
DM,
sweet
I'm
potatoes,
making
too.
my first official ruling. Sweet potatoes taste purple.
No, they can be purple, but that doesn't mean they taste purple.
They taste purple, and you can get the fuck out of my game if you disagree.
Purple sweet potatoes actually have a different flavor than the orange ones, which are like sickly, carroty, pumpkin-y sweet. But like a purple one has a little bit of earthiness to it.
Yes.
Yeah, sweet potatoes taste orange according to the audience. Daniel Cowlip, the cow that is Daniel Radcliffe says it tastes like orange.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe cow. All right, says it's orange. All right. So, okay, imagine like as Logan was saying, the purple variety of sweet potatoes. Imagine with even a little bit of a aftertaste of Dimetap, maybe.
No.
That's what these vines taste like. They taste purple.
I mean, like, Dimetap settles the Elise they have to taste vaguely like grape.
Not even grape. Purple. But, not Bernie Sanders. Hasta Luego says, oh, yeah, go on. Don't be shy. It's harmless to you. It's only folks like me would have to worry about it. Go on, all of you.
Yeah. Michael is still huddling in the middle of the herd and will do whatever everybody else does.
I'm still chewing on purple vine.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I may be a cow, but I am still chef at heart, and I'm not going to eat the slop.
I got you. That's perfectly fine. He doesn't need all of you to do it. He just wants most of you to. So, King, how are you doing?
I'm just sniffing the vine over here. Not sure I trust it.
Fair enough. It looks like we've got three cows eating their way through the path. Does that sound about right?
I think Jeffrey Poison will take a bite.
Okay.
But he's gonna be like really cool while he does it.
This doesn't look like normal grass that I'm used to, so I'm refraining on this one.
He's gonna be a big brave dog, but a cow.
For those of you who are eating it, consider this your meal of the day, or of the day is your first meal of the day. So if I ask you later, it's like, okay, we're settling down for a long rest. Who's eating today? You two can say yes. Meanwhile, the path starts to open up as these restrictive vines clear up a little bit, and he starts poking it with a stick to get it away from him. He said, thank you much. This here's Worm Cradle, and it's only going to become more and more of a nuisance the closer we get to Violando. Fortunately, it's harmless to proper beasts, and even makes for a nice snack for the livestock.
Oh no, proper beasts.
We'll find out if that's an issue later. Alright, so you all continue back down the path, and after a while of walking, you come to... as you're walking, you see more and more of these vines covering the path, and occasionally you'll have to eat a strand of it to, you know, pass through. But for the most part, they're just like growing randomly, as if just almost like a weed popping up and thriving in this area, this forested area.
I don't have to. I get to eat.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And finally, you come to a place where the path is met with a wall. A wall that is specifically worm cradle vines, but this isn't random. This is a cultivated, thick wall of worm cradle vine. And there is... Actually, why don't I take a look at your passive perception? That's right, I have all of your passive perception right in front of me because I'm a professional DM.
Wow.
That's right.
Taking a swing.
My largest, the smallest, and everything. And Homer Soupson is the one who notices this stuff first, and then Jeffrey Poison and Michael Bubble might get a good look at it.
Wait, Homer Soupson has the highest whiz of all of us?
He's a chef.
The fucking legend.
Yeah, he's cool.
I mean, that's my one bad stat.
Yes.
You say one bad stat, and you have the middlingest wisdom of the entire party.
I have a 10.
You have the middlest, and everyone else is just like blind.
+1 in wisdom.
So the three of you I mentioned, you notice that while the wall is mostly solid worm cradle, you notice there is a section of it that is see-through and is loosely draped, almost sort of like a curtain of worm cradle vine. And as your party approaches, a clawed hand slowly pushes the curtain aside, and out peeks an animal head. I'm trying to think of how best to describe it. We'll just say it's like a sloth face, but incredibly large. And
I am scared of that thing.
It is classified as a huge creature, not large, but huge, and it peeks its head from the curtain, but in it does not look cheerful or chill like a normal sloth might. This looks like a very dour sloth, and he glares at Hasta Luego and doesn't even really take notice of you all so much, and he just waits for a response. Ah, yes, we were expected here today. Hasta Luego. Names are not a convention of beasts. A name is vanity. Oh, yeah, of course, of course. We have been burdened with the gift of sentience to protect this holy place. You, who walks upright, who takes a name, sully this place with your footsteps. Pay your respects and be gone. The curtain opens, and you're all allowed to go inside.
Great! I mean, I'm tromping on in. Let's go.
I love how Logan is the only one who senses the immediate danger here.
I'm gonna follow Alpha Cow, Jeffrey.
To be clear, I don't sense the immediate danger. I just always assume it exists.
All right, fair enough. All right, so you all go inside, and you realize it's not a building. There are no buildings in the Beastland. That would be silly if it was a building.
Oh.
It's more just like a very thick wall. And once inside, you see that this tall wall stretches a somewhat circular perimeter, at the very least a closed perimeter, around a massive lake. And it's a absolutely beautiful lake. It's trying to think of a good size comparison, but a lot of us are Oklahomans and we don't really have good lakes for comparison. So we'll just say it's a very large lake. And it is very majestic looking, and there are several creatures here. If you wanted to specifically roll to identify some of these creatures, you can. Otherwise, I will just say there are a variety of beasts here, drinking from the lake and walking around and just enjoying the majesty of the area.
Do I need to use my modified animal intelligence, or do I just roll my normal investigation for that?
Just to make it easier, let's just use your normal intelligence or wisdom. It'll be fine.
I get a 16 for investigate critters.
You see a very majestic elk at the water's edge, taking a drink. You also spot a couple of wolves nearby.
Oh, fuck that.
But while you may be getting worried about that, and maybe rightfully so, we'll say that, and I don't have passive intuition here, so we'll just say that as Homer Soupson is the highest wisdom character, we'll just say it's him as well. Homer, you realize that despite the fact that there are predators here, this is very clearly a holy site to these animals. This is very clearly a demilitarized zone, and that as long as you obey the rules of this area, you're going to be untouched.
Okay.
Cool, now say it in cow to the rest of us.
Say it in cow!
Yeah. Is there any way I can communicate to everybody that information?
Through moos.
Through moos?
Yeah.
Moo.
I cast comprehend languages as a ritual.
Nope. Moo. And then grunting in the opposite direction of everybody.
Cool. All right, everyone, just somehow you understood that. Just through vibes. You understood it through vibes.
Sweet.
All right. So, the cowboy Osiluego leads you over to the water, and he mutters something to himself as he kneels and does some motions with his hands. And he takes his cupped hands to the water and takes a drink, and he nods for you all. It's like, oh, it's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Does anything weird appear to be going on with the water, or does it just look like some normal ass water?
It looks like very majestic and very pristine water, and it looks like every other animal here is drinking from it. It doesn't seem magical in any way to you, but also you're a cow.
Right.
You have no real frame of reference for that.
Yeah, if it looks like normal water, I will drink the normal water.
Okay.
I'm going to take myself a big, like the slowest, biggest, loudest slurp you can imagine.
Jeffrey is going to like kind of saunter over a bit to the where the wolves are, just like all casual like, and that's where he's going to drink.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah,
Jeffrey,
I'm leaving you,
roll. I'm gonna need you to roll to see if, despite being a cow, the wolves think you're cool.
Okay.
Roll charisma.
Cowrisma.
Or I'm gonna roll. Do I want to roll charisma or no? I want to roll deception.
Yeah, I was gonna say roll deception.
I'm gonna roll deception.
Oh, so you don't believe in your own coolness right now, huh?
No, I do. Or persuasion. How about we do that one?
Okay. Persuasion makes more sense.
Yeah, so I'm rolling persuasion. It's literally the same bonus.
Yeah,
so,
but one of them involves you believing in yourself and the other one doesn't.
I rolled a 14.
14 to persuade wolves that you are cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they still don't really want to associate with you, but distantly they're like, yeah, all right, that cow seems pretty cool.
kind of like tosses his head a little bit, and then kind of like gives a little nod to the wolves, and then he takes a drink.
They sidestep a little bit away from you.
It's because I'm too cool.
Sure.
How many? Actually, you know what? How high can cows count?
That's a good question.
Let's find out.
Let's Google.
How high can cows count?
In the meantime, I'm going to take a look at the cow's base intelligence level. They have an int score of 2,
Oh no.
which is a -4 modifier, so I'm going to say not high.
No.
Well, they don't have fingers. They can't count high.
It's true. If they had more fingers, I'd say they could count to 10 or something, but they got little hooves.
They're cloven, so maybe 4.
Maybe 4, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if you can count, if your counting question involves counting up to 4, then you could probably handle that.
Are there at least 4 wolves?
Okay, because I gave you an upper limit, I can tell you that there are less than 4 wolves.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, now
that's still a potentially scary number of wolves.
Mm-hmm. And there's still other beasts here. Now,
I'm going to cower.
Cower?
Yeah.
All right.
Being Midwesterners, we can catch every cow pun a mile away.
Can't rustle them past y'all, can I?
You might even say we're tipped off to cow puns.
Illegal.
Yes, cow tipping is in fact illegal. It's very stressful for them.
Yeah, poor things.
Still funny to joke about it, though.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Anyway, is anyone not drinking from the water? And if so, what's up?
I would like to observe to make sure that like everybody, like all the other people, all the other beasts are also consuming the water, and that it looks to be okay to do so.
Not only is everyone else doing it, you also feel like you should, and you're not sure why. You're not used to feeling like you should do things as a cow other than what Hasta Luego tells you to do. You feel something inside you that unnamed that says you need to drink this water right now.
Sure, why not? I'll drink.
Okay. King, you haven't spoken about it.
I'm definitely gonna run up as soon as I saw what's Shady's character. Fuck.
Granola.
Granola. As soon as I saw Granola drink and I already knew Jeffrey was, I ran up there and was just drinking.
Oh no.
Chug.
Does King just want to fit in?
Fair
Yes.
enough.
Owls are social creatures, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not an
a-
owl.
I'm not a tiny kobold and I want to fit in. It's fine. No judgment. No judgies here. As you all start to chug this water, it's refreshing as fuck, for one. It is the best tasting water you've ever had as a cow. And then you start to remember memories before you were a cow. And it's the best tasting water you've had even as a humanoid. And then you realize, wait, I was a humanoid? And then all your older memories start to come back to you.
Jeffrey
And
immediately looks under his feet. Does he have a skateboard?
Yes.
Yes!
You have all of your items back. You have all of your stuff back because you are now a humanoid who, for some reason, was a cow. Hey, remember that D10 I had you roll earlier?
Uh-huh.
That's how many years you've been a cow in the Beastlands.
Whoa!
5 years a cow.
And of course,
Wasn't that an Oscar movie?
My die is shared with Richard.
Yes, because you two came to the Beastlands as a tag team.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is cow pick.
We're the youngest cows.
Mm-hmm. It's important to note you have not aged in your humanoid forms for the time you've spent as a cow.
No, keep drawing cows, Mink. You draw whatever you want.
Yeah, keep drawing cows. It's totally fine.
They're cute.
Yeah, no, just draw them as cow sonas.
Like at a skateboard, though.
Yes.
Draw us as the Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
Oh my god, other people know that exists?
And Hasta Luego was like, oh my god, where did you come from?
Whoa, okay, so, like, I was wandering around with Goiter. I'm assuming Goiter's beside me now, through some magic means. My goat.
Goiter is your owl, or am I thinking of a different character?
No, Goiter is my goat.
Goiter is your goat. Okay.
Yes.
Your goat has been summoned.
So, I gotta ask, is your goat a real animal, or is it a summoned animal?
It's a real animal. He's a companion and buddy.
So, but you didn't summon it through magical means. You actually physically met him and hung out with him. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Goiter was a full-on cow with you.
Okay.
It was just in your herd. It was just a particularly dumber cow.
Okay. So me and Goiter, we were wandering around. I was like, hey, I should go have a talk with my grandpappy. And then, I just started walking around. I was like, whoa. And I was like, yeah. And then before you know it, I was chewing cud.
I always had a suspicion. And he starts to look at you and just like, I always sort of suspected, like, I didn't suspect this, gesturing to the water. I would have brought you here years ago had I suspected this. Violante has always been a cruel sort. I've heard rumors of her turning interlopers into livestock, but this is the first time I've seen it with my own eyes. Proof. And how did you change back? That shouldn't even be possible.
Nah, man, I figured, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna give him a hug.
All right, Homer and Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
You notice the animals that have been just chilling around you, enjoying the majesty of the area. They have taken notice of you.
Mm-hmm.
They are not happy.
What about the wolves?
So I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you, because I know your passive perception is gonna pick this up, and you're gonna be interested in it. They're not wolves familiar to you.
Damn it.
Yeah, sorry.
It would have been a little easy.
Yeah, no, the wolves were here before you were designed to have wolves in your backstory at all, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not changing it. Shit. But all these animals, they're not happy. In fact, the wolves even notice Jeffrey Poison has a cloak that seems to be made of wolf skin, and they're just like, that's fucked up.
Hey,
Grandpa.
Don't judge. This is from, like, my family. And they would have wanted me to look sick as hell. So I have my sweet-ass cloak.
I am casting Detect Magic as a ritual right now, so for the next 10 minutes I'm occupied.
You think you have 10 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna try.
Okay. Alright, so you are occupied until the next thing happens. Alright, what are the... King, I haven't heard anything from you. What's up?
I mean, I'm pretty much... I'm still trying to figure out my backstory because I lost all my memories. So I just remember being on the search for my family.
Gotcha. Alright.
And I just got turned into a cow, and I'm like... So I just wasted 9 years of my life being a cow?
I mean, like I said, well, we don't know for certain yet, but it feels like you haven't aged yet, so it just seems more like time has left you behind, but you haven't necessarily wasted your own life.
So
unless you had a whole bunch of personal investments at home.
Oh wait, actually, let me rephrase that. First I cast Mage Armor on myself, then I start ritual casting Detect Magic.
That feels in character while at the same time metagaming.
That's just him, for sure.
Alrighty. And Homer, have you taken any sort of action yet?
I have not. I pinned myself close to Michael Bublé.
Okay, we'll consider this everyone's surprise round here then. The animals advance on you. Outlanders. Outlanders! They turn to hostile. The sloth specifically stomps up to Hasta Luego. You brought outlanders here to this holy place in disguise. No, okay, no. There's been a misunderstanding. I didn't know. I had no idea. Had I known, and the sloth, which if you have read Strixhaven, you'd know to just look at this as a relic sloth, a very, very large. Not generally super intimidating creature, but in this case, absolutely so. Backhands Hasta Luego and sprawls into the ground, and the curtain behind you, which had been opened, is now closed. This holy place will be... this that you've desecrated will be consecrated once again with your blood. Everyone, while I get a drink, roll for initiative.
This seems like a little bit of a bit of an overreaction here. Like, maybe we can talk this out.
That's something something you can certainly attempt on your turn.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh my god. I'm gonna have the worst rolls. Let's go.
Nice. Alright, so everybody tell me what your initiative is as you get it.
My initiative is 5.
Granola is 5.
I rolled a 10.
Jeffrey Poison is 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an 8.
Michael Boulay is 8.
15.
Homer Soupson is 15.
13.
13 for King. Alright, let's sort by initiative order. Okay, so the elk is first. And elk are traditionally a very proud species. And so rather than going for the weakest target first, they're actually going to do the opposite. They're going to go for the strongest looking and most prideful looking target first. Now, that's going to be a toss-up between Jeffrey Poison and I know one of you has metal armor on. Which one would that be?
I think Homer Soupson would be the only one with metal armor. Jeffrey would be leather, maybe with stud.
Yeah, I've studded leather.
I'm kind of naked.
King, you're not a blade sorcerer, so you would be. Yeah. The rest of us are spellcasters, so it would definitely be those two as the physical.
Yeah, people. I also thought there was a high chance that you might pick metal armor just because you are a protective boy.
I might at level 4 for sure. Oh no, I don't have the strength for it.
Yeah, no, that tracks. So it's going to be between Homer Soupson and Jeffrey Poison. Somebody flip a coin for me. 1d2 in the chat.
Got you.
1 is Jeff. 2 is Homer.
1 for Jeff.
All right.
Yep.
Jeffrey Poison, you are going to get fucking yoinked by this elk. He is going to charge you, and he got a 13 plus 5, so 18. Does an 18 hit your AC?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So, elk is going to have 1d6 plus 3, and another 1d6 because he's ramming from a distance. Alright, so 2d6 plus 3.
Well, okay, so if I'm on my skateboard, though, doesn't that kind of lessen the impact because I'm,
In
like,
what
how
way?
I'm moving?
In what way?
You're on grass.
The wheels.
Actually, what kind of like describe the ground?
Roll 2d6 plus 3 for me. It's just easier to have y'all roll for me.
Fine. 11.
Alright, you're gonna go ahead and take 11 damage from getting antlered by this charging elk.
Sweet.
Alright.
You are trying to kill us, huh?
I told you. Homer Soupson, you're up. And also, let me stop you before you even start. So, I am going to incentivize you all, because this is a live stream, I want it to be somewhat fast-paced, as much as possible. I'm not going to punish you for being slow, I'm going to reward you for being fast. If you can tell me, from the moment I tell you it's your turn, to describing what you want to do on your turn, within 1 minute, and you can do that for the entire encounter, then you are going to get a point of inspiration at the end. So, Homer, you're up starting now. What do you want to do for your turn?
I want to take a look around, see, is there any other beasts getting ready to charge in?
Okay, so with your passive perception, you can see that there are 3 wolves that definitely have their hackles up, and you can see that the big sloth that had attacked Hasta Luego is probably the biggest threat, but it's also the slowest. And you can see the elk that is attacking. And there are other animals around, but those are the only 3 that are the only 3 sets that are immediately aggressive.
I'll head directly for the sloth.
Okay. And what are you going to do there?
I want to take my axe. Swing it.
All right. Is that all? Is that what you want to do for your turn?
Yes.
All right. All right. Before 60 seconds. Wonderful. So go ahead and roll that for me.
One second. I pull it up. That'll actually. Oh. Okay, so I need a d20 plus 6. That was in the wrong chat.
Wrong chat. Let's try that one more time in
there we
Discord.
Go.
So what'd you get?
15.
15 on the slot. You hit.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage. 7. Okay. He is going to take 7 points of damage. He's definitely not bloodied or anything like that, but he has taken some damage, and he has been distracted from attacking your favorite cowboy. Okay. Who is next on the table? It is wolf number 2 and then wolf number 1 in tandem. And they're not proud like the big elk. They're going to attack the weakest person possible. Let's see. Because King has not mentioned putting on the invisibility cloak, I'm going to assume it's not on.
Damn it, no.
So that's definitely going to be King. Come on. My hyperlink's not working there, so I'll just go off the written stats. And they are going to both roll for attacks. And so let's see. Their stat is +4. So does a 10 hit?
Armor, right?
Yeah, AC.
No. 12.
No? All right. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
All right. So one of the wolves hits and deals. Why don't you go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2 damage for me?
2d4 plus 2?
Yes.
Did the plus 2 on both?
No, just once. 2d4 plus 2.
So it's it's 7.
Oh, okay, I got you.
7 damage?
Yeah.
All right, take 7 damage. All right, King, you are up.
Of course. I am going to.
The clock is ticking.
I know.
Keep in mind, all of you are starting with inspiration too, so if you have a roll you don't like, survival is on the line. Feel free to spend it.
So, I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray at me.
Okay. All right. Tell me, how does Scorching Ray work? Is it hit 2 targets in one?
It's actually, I can choose 3, but I'm gonna go with just the 2.
Considering there's only 2 near you, I'd imagine probably that.
Right. It's a range of 120 feet, and I would wager that all 3, including the elk, would be in range.
Because let's see, because Jeffrey Poison did make a point to leave the group to go stand with the wolves. But then again, the wolves were nearby you, so sure, we'll say yes.
So
you could also just target one of them
3
twice.
wolves, not necessarily. I was thinking about Jeffrey Poison and not the elk. I got a lot of stuff on my mind right now. Who are you targeting?
Yes, just the 2 wolves.
2 wolves it is. Okay. So, is that a saving throw?
No.
Okay. Is that a spell attack then?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
So roll for initiative is D20.
You're not rolling for initiative.
Oh wait. Okay. So just 2d6 for each hit.
No. So you need to make your attack rolls first. So what's your charisma?
Charisma, +2.
Your charisma is +2. So it's your proficiency of 2 + 2. So it's going to be 1d20 plus 4. You're going to roll that 3 times, and we're going to see if any of those hit. You just rolled 4d20. So 1d20 3 times.
Sorry.
Okay, so wow. Okay, so we got 20, 20, and 6.
Holy shit.
So 2 crits and then a miss.
Okay, so yeah, the miss obviously doesn't hit. The crit obviously
So
hits.
the 2d6 for those, for damage.
We'll just assume that the 2 wolves are attacking you. You hit both of them with double crit somehow. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you needed that. All right, go ahead and roll damage for that.
And then that's going to be 4d6 for each attack. Well, I guess Jeffrey Poison's not carrying this one.
You know what? I rolled really good on the stat creation, so that's gonna be. I did it already. I already got my good rolls.
4d6 for each.
Yeah. So 12 on the first one, 13 on the second one.
Trying to remember roll 22.
Yeah. Side you there are 2 cows.
We took too long of a break. Did I miss something?
No, that's it.
Yeah, no, we're just waiting on Matt.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was waiting on you to make a damage roll. What did you get?
It's 12 on the first attack and 13 on the second attack.
12 on... Holy shit, you killed both of these wolves.
You barbecued them.
Look.
I can't believe you Shakespeare'd the wolves.
You know, we were due one.
Alright. Okay, so, man, y'all don't even realize this is a calibration fight. You just fucked yourselves.
No.
If there's a fight, you take it straight on. We're just gonna ruin you.
Alright. The calibration fight, motherfuckers. Alright. Jeffrey Poison, you're up next, and you just got fucking rammed by this elk. In fact, I'm gonna need you to make a saving throw right now for strength to avoid getting knocked prone.
Okay, fine. 19.
Okay. You like an anime protagonist in a shonen anime, you go sliding backwards with your arms crossed, but you don't fall over. You're just like...
Actually, what I was thinking of doing
fine.
Yeah, I've got something a little different in mind. I imagine at the moment that my gun's not loaded. That's right, viewers, I have a gun. What I also have spent my money on was 10 daggers. So I'm going to take my 2 attacks, since I am right there on the elk. I kind of just like I've got like a bandolier across my chest, and it's got my 10 daggers, because that's, sick as hell. And I take a dagger in one of my hands, and I just kind of like stab it in the neck, because I'm just right there, because he, got me. So I am going to roll. I get a +6 to hit on that bad boy. Does a 10 hit?
There's a chance, because I don't know this off the top of my head.
I mean, I'm right on his neck, though.
Actually, his AC is right at 10. Yeah, he has the highest damage output of my minion monsters, but he has the lowest defense. So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you hit him.
I'm going to go ahead and roll to hit again, just to make it faster, because he's going to use his second attack to just stab him again in the neck. And that time I rolled a 22, so that definitely hit. So that's going to be 2d4 plus 8 for his damage.
I forgot you can offhand attack.
So I did 12.
12 damage total?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's not dead. He is close, though. You just bloodied the fuck out of this elk. And it's very majestic looking, and it's because it is so proud, as I mentioned, this only increases its bloodlust. But its bloodlust is also getting satiated by its own blood that's dripping absolutely everywhere.
Okay, yeah. As Jeffrey stabs him twice in the neck, and then kind of like rolls back, and then tries to scoot, skate back. But I imagine the grass makes that a little difficult.
Yeah, it's kind of grassy. It's not great skate territory.
He kind of he tries to do the roll, and he goes, "Why can't I? I thought this was supposed to be animal heaven. Why can't I skate?
Why can't I shred here?"
Yeah.
I'm a monster. I'm an absolute beast. All right. And so that's going to take up your turn there. And Michael Bublé is next.
Okay, so the first thing Michael does is he protests and he's like, does this seem like the best idea? Like the sloth is some sort of magical creature? And I think what I'm going to do instead of casting anything and drawing attention to myself that causes harm is I'm going to make a... This seems like a magical sloth, right? It says it talks.
So... That's going to be an Arcana check. That won't take up your action, but
that's what I was going to do. Is I was going to literally make an Arcana check as my action.
Yeah.
For a 7.
Yeah, you got no idea.
Cool.
You can make a guess, but I'm not going to tell you one way or the other if you're right.
Sure. So I'm still a little frazzled from being a cow. So since I don't know what's going on and I don't want to piss off any animals, what I do is I use what is it? What's the spell called again? Shape water.
Okay.
And what I do is I cast it on the water that's where the elk was, and I give it a sickly yellowed hue.
Oh no!
And I exclaim loudly to specifically the sloth, but any creature in range, The elk has soiled the sacred water! And my turn.
You know what? Roll for deception.
Oh no! I get a 1.
Did somebody use their bit of inspiration on somebody else?
Yeah, Logan has inspiration. He could do it himself if they wanted to.
It's a good move.
Can you use inspiration? No, you have to use inspiration before you roll.
Normally, yes, but I'm house ruling that you can use it as a reroll.
Sure, I will try. This is like the least likely thing to happen since I have a -2, but fuck it, let's go all in. 11 this time on the deception.
You know what?
Let it happen.
All the remaining creatures don't have a high intelligence. So,
including the sloth?
Okay, well, like the minion creatures. The sloth isn't going to be fooled, but let me check that. Let me look at the sloth's intelligence here. Actually, everybody's fooled.
Nice.
All right. My god, I'm so glad I spent my inspiration on that.
All right. Yeah. You know, I expected tonight to go so many ways. I did not. I don't figure out. I don't picture solutions for my own problems because I know you guys are going to do something wildly different than my expectations, and you always do. So this is one of those situations. In this case, I'm going to say everyone is going to be very disturbed by this, and the elk just kind of looks up, just like a deer whenever it notices a human's nearby IRL. It's just like pops its head up and just goes, what? And in a very understandable voice that should not be coming from an elk. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, guys. It wasn't me. I didn't pee. I didn't pee in the pool. No, that's not what I do. I'm not that kind of guy. No.
The very evidence of your crimes against this are right there.
I don't even know where that came from. No, I swear this isn't mine. I'm just holding it for a friend. All right.
A likely story.
Why do you sound like Kermit the Frog?
That's a great question.
No, stay with it. This is the voice.
That's the voice.
Oh, yes, no, this has been his voice ever since I've created him.
Very good. Fantastic.
Oh my god. Jordan B. Peterson here. Up yours, woke moralists.
We'll see who cancels who.
God, he needs to be an alt-right reactionary now. No, don't actually.
Absolutely not. I'm not bringing that into this sacred place like this.
I am going to commit a hate crime.
His urine.
All right.
His melodious urine into this holy place.
The minions are distracted by all that, and they're just like, oh, peed in the pool, peed in the holy lake, peed in the holy pool, And
perhaps indeed it was the urine itself that changed us so.
Meanwhile, Hasta Luego tries to scoot away from the sloth and tries to get back to its feet, but he gets caught on some of the relic, not on the relic, gets caught on some of the worm cradle growing loosely nearby, and the sloth just grabs down with its gigantic hook hand, grabs him by the neck, and begins to lift it up into the air, lift Hasta Luego up into the air by his big horsey neck.
Turtwig! Save Hasta Luego before he gets Hasta La Vista'd!
You have soiled this holy place. And he slams Hasta Luego back first into the thorny worm cradle wall, and Hasta Luego cries out in pain as he starts to bleed. Granola, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to see at the man for 10 long years fed me delicious cow chow, and I was going, oh no, fucking chill out, man. He's a bro. He pays for your meals, and I'm going to chill touch the sloth.
Oh my god. Chill.
So I create a ghostly skeletal hand.
Uh-huh.
That in the space of creature within range, and I roll for the attack. I rolled a 20.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Damn.
Like a nat 20?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay, dirty 20. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And but it then does 5 necrotic damage, and he has to make
that here. Go ahead.
Oh wait, on a hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic, and they can't regain hit points in the next turn. And oh, this isn't the spell I thought it was. I thought this is the one that also makes it hard for them to do attacks. But yeah, no, I'm just...
Yeah, you're thinking of a literal ice spell. This is...
No, there's a cantrip that does that too.
Yeah, I mix it up with Frostbite, but that's fine. Chill touch works.
Yeah. So I'm saying you mix it up with an ice spell, but that's fine. All right. Yeah, everyone mixes up chill touch with an ice spell. It shouldn't be called chill touch. Anywho. All right, thank you very much, Granola. You also hit the timer, and so far everyone's hit the timer so far with declaring their actions. Great job, everybody.
You can only have one inspiration at once, so if you think
you better spend it if you get the opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point.
All right, and Wolf 3 is up, but he's going to spend his action, especially after seeing King just murk his buddies. Second thought. This one's too strong. I'm gonna go beat up that elk for peeing in the pool. And the wolf just runs off to go attack the elk. And the elk spends its turn fighting off that wolf. But at the same time, with its last bit of energy, it's just so proud, and it's like, Outlander, human, whatever you are. What Joker makeup are you wearing right now?
I'm not wearing any Joker makeup right now.
I thought that was the whole point of you picking Changeling, is so you can alternate between different Joker makeups.
No, I picked Changeling so I could change my emo hair and my eyes at will.
The Joker makeup was a meme.
It was a joke.
I thought you... Well, yeah, but this whole fucking thing is a joke. I thought that was the joke you meant.
No.
Alright, fine, whatever. Anyway, through whatever... It still looks human, so he assumes you're human. It's like, human.
Uh-huh.
From hell's heart, I stab at thee, and makes a one final antlers attack with it's going to. Aw, yeah, that doesn't hit, and it collapses in a heap of its own blood as it tries and fails to attack you.
Jeffrey touches it on its head and goes, "That line was sick as hell. I'll remember that."
Don't you dare remember me. Homer Soupson, it's your turn. Timer starts.
Sloth still a threat?
Sloth is left. Yeah. There's also still a wolf.
But the wolf is was killing the elk. The elk is dead now, so who knows? The wolf might start attacking you again.
I'll just aim for the sloth again.
Okay. Same battle axe attack?
Yep.
All right.
For a 17.
17 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
12.
All right. Yeah, that is going to hit. It's still not bloodied yet. All right, and let me figure out some math here. All right. King, despite the damage you've taken and despite your tiny frame, you have just murked some people. This is probably the most badass you've ever felt.
It is.
What do you want to do?
I'm like, who's closest to me right now?
Allies. The
Well,
only
yeah, I mean,
enemy
like-
the only enemy that's near you is the giant sloth that's attacking your cowboy friend.
Well, am I in front of my cowboy friend or behind?
I will say, like, the cowboy friend is definitely facing you because he's got his back pushed against the wall. And the sloth, however, has his back to you.
Okay, well, I am gonna just... I mean, you said he's not bloody, but he's hurt.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, he's hurt, but he's not bloody.
Well, I'm just gonna
15-second warning.
Right now.
What was that?
I said I'm just gonna shoot him with my light crossbow right now.
Okie doke. Maintaining position then. All right.
Yeah.
Do you not have a damaging cantrip?
I mean, yeah.
If you're a warlock, I assume you have Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
but
like
we're
Eldritch
already
Blast.
locked in with the
I
crossbow.
do,
so let's do that.
yes. What?
Let's do the crossbow because you're locked in with that for now.
Okay, cool. So it's... Yes?
3 to hit. Unlikely.
Oh, no.
And that's before your modifiers for dexterity. Or proficiency. So it's a total of 5 to hit, actually.
Yeah. All right. I can't remember. When you got the crit, was that because you spent inspiration, or do you still have inspiration?
Still has inspiration.
Yeah, you might want to go ahead and spend that because you're probably going to end the encounter with an inspiration point. So
roll a
d20 again.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, okay, so that's going to be a 15.
Okay.
To hit.
A 15 total?
Yeah, to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. Oh my god, I'm taking forever because I have too many things open.
You say that, but you've taken 1 minute to declare your intent, and you've taken 1 minute to roll. By D&D standards, this is incredibly fast.
Yeah.
We're fucking
especially with
cooking
our
here.
stuff.
The Daniel Radcliffe Highland Cow is greatly impressed.
Hooray!
I love
What
this
are you
cow.
doing? 6 to damage.
All right, perfect. And now it's bloodied. Man, a king is drawing blood on everybody.
Because I'm king!
Yeah, this little fucking kobold that could is just murking everybody.
Don't you have like a familiar or something?
All right.
No.
Jeffrey, you're up.
Okay. What I'm going to do, since we just have that sloth left, Jeffrey's gonna like plant his feet, on his skateboard, and I'm gonna take a action to load my gun, and then I'm going to point it at the sloth, and I'm gonna say, "See you in hell, motherfucker." Okay. And I'm going to shoot it, and I'm saying that before I roll because it will be very funny if I miss.
Now, you said you use your standard action to load it, right?
Yeah.
It's a two-handed gun?
One-handed gun.
Okay. So I'm going to say, because if you're using your offhand bonus action to fire the gun, you are going to take a slight accuracy penalty, as is tradition with your offhand. Are you cool with that?
No, so like pistol rules is basically they have the loading property and you can only fire one shot per round. It's basically the whole action is load then fire.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've literally never used guns in my D&D games.
Yeah,
It's to prevent you from rapid firing.
Yeah, it's basically literally the same as a crossbow.
Gotcha. All right, sounds good. Hit it.
14.
I'm sorry, what was that?
14 to hit.
14. All right, yeah, no, that hits.
Sweet. Okay, and let's roll a d6 plus 2. Might help if I put the R command in there. 8.
All right, 8 damage. All right.
Does the pistol gain bonus damage?
And I have no idea.
I don't think it does.
The sloth, after getting shot with a crossbow and a gun in the back and axe in the back as well, as 3 of you are attacking it, it's finally starting to notice, oh yeah, these other Outlanders are here, and actually presenting more of a threat than the sad old man cowboy. But that'll get resolved in a moment because right now it's Michael Bublé's turn.
Oh, that's a great problem to have right now. What is the configuration of the wolf versus me? Like, is it close to me right now?
Yeah, I would say it's looking for a new target right now, and it learned King isn't the weakest here. So now, just visually, you're the weakest. So it's
okay.
after you next.
So what I do is I use Create Flame to kind of leap a bonfire in front of it, and he knows what fire does. So I'm like, back, foul beast.
Now say that one more time, please.
Back, foul. I'm very good at words. Back, foul beast.
That's canon. All of that was said.
Yeah. Look, my tongue has been wrapped around grass for the last 4 years. And I create a bonfire. It has to make a DC 13 dex save to avoid 5 fire damage.
Okie doke. All right. Wonderful. All right. Are you moving or are you staying right here?
I'm gonna run my little ass off as far away from the critter as possible.
Okay. Okay. So you're not just staying steady there.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I'm like, fire, and then I run away.
Okay. Is that a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so the sloth is up next. And as I said...
Did it make the dex save on that?
Well, it hasn't made its turn yet.
Okay, got it.
We will resolve that on its turn.
Gotcha.
But for now, the sloth is moving. And yeah, the sloth has realized that you all are actually presenting more of a challenge here. And it looks between Homer Soupson and Jeffrey Poison and King. And King's a little far away for his liking, as is Jeffrey Poison. And despite all its strength and reach, it is still a sloth. So it's going to go for the closer melee target of Homer Soupson. And it's still got one arm around Hasta neck as it's shoving him into the worm cradle. But with its very long, very hooked other arm, it is going to take a swipe at Homer Soupson. And it rolls a 15 plus 7. Does a 22 hit?
I cast Silvery Barbs, reroll.
Okay, explain Silvery Barbs to me real quick.
So Silvery Barbs is a bonus action, and I'm helping my homie out.
And it's that you use on your turn. You can't use a bonus action on someone else's turn.
No, you can use a bonus action on.
No, you're thinking of reaction.
It's intended as a reaction. I believe you can use a bonus action both as a action and a.
That's incorrect. But I'll take a look at Silvery Barbs right now.
Yeah. So it's specifically to be used as a reaction to an attack. You can use a bonus action when a special ability, spell, or feature states that you can do something as a bonus action. So.
Okay.
This is
so it is a reaction, but yeah. I'm still arguing with bonus action is reaction. No, it is not. Bonus action is something you take on your turn.
Yeah, it says as a bonus action. If you want to call it a reaction, it's a reaction. But yeah, basically it's you magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. The triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. Okay. And then I choose a different creature I can see within range, and they have advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or savings throw within 1 minute.
Okay, I'm not going to ban it, but I see why other DMs were banning this spell now.
Yeah, for sure.
Okie doke.
This is going to be like the one good thing I do as a character, to be honest.
All right. I can't fault it. My last D&D character was basically just a help bot.
Yeah.
So, fair enough. All right, so this next roll is much lower. It is a 6 plus 7. Does a 13 hit?
AC is 13 exactly.
So it still hits then.
It still hits. Fuck. Well,
you try.
I'm going to go ahead and give my inspiration to the Turtwig. Because he's nearby enough.
For the audience who's unsure, that's Granola.
Yeah, I'm a turtle.
Okay. Now, let's continue with the Relic Sloth's action. It is hit with its claw attack. Homer Soupson, why don't you go ahead and roll 2d8 plus 5.
I don't know if I want to.
Holy shit!
I don't like. Can I use my inspiration to re-roll? That was too good.
I'm gonna say no.
Alright. 20 damage?
20 damage. Okie doke. Yeah. All right, take that 20 damage. I know your max is not 20, so your max is higher than that, so you shouldn't be dead.
Oh, no, I'm wheezing though.
You're wheezing. Yeah, somebody play the Blue album because you're wheezing. You're Weezer.
I was hoping somebody would take that up.
By the way,
these homies dissing my sloth.
So I'm also. I hate to tell you this. I do.
Oh, no.
You're also grappled. So both Hasta Luego and Homer Soupson are grappled by this big, long armed creature, and its arms are so long that despite the fact that that Homer Soupson is 15 feet away from Hasta Luego, they're both grappled by the same creature.
Someone's a little handsy.
That's true. All right, and it senses that it's in danger, but it has a religious mission that it's on. We were burdened. The gift of sentience. You will die here. Granola, you're up.
All right. After it does its little edgelord thing, I'm just gonna like, dude, no, fucking, you're hurting my homies. I'm gonna cast Frostbite on him.
Okie doke.
Which is a DC 12 check.
Okie doke.
And if he fails, he gets disadvantage on the next attack. And you see,
he only failed.
Yeah, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, they take 1d6 cold, which would be 2 damage.
2 damage.
And has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes.
And disadvantage. Well, it doesn't have weapons, so that shouldn't apply to it.
Oh, I'm not smart enough to figure that part out, though.
Okay, no, but the rest of it does apply. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What was the other effect besides damage and disadvantage on weapon attacks?
That's it.
Was that it? That's
Yeah.
it? Okay, so just damage then. Okay.
That was just another cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're still at range distance, not melee distance, right?
You know what? I'm going to try to get, like, closer to, Hasta Luego side.
Okay, that sounds good to me. All right, and, meanwhile, it is the wolf's turn. And, the wolf sees that Bubble Boy has just created a bonfire here, and it's just like, for a minute, it's worried, like, oh shit, this thing can, like, summon fire. Ugh, excuse me, I had to burp. This thing can summon fire. That might be a problem, but then it starts running away. And, like, it's not even close to the fire anymore. It's like, oh, I can just kind of make a beeline around the fire, can't I? Okay, and that's why I asked if it's a cantrip, because I'd feel bad if you wasted a level 1 spell on that.
Oh, did it succeed the DC for the dex save?
I mean, you ran... That I didn't even have to roll because you ran away from it, and it can just skirt around the fire. If you had stayed there...
But I spawned it in its space.
You spawned it in its space. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying you spawned it in front of you, between the two of you. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of worded weirdly. I'm gonna go ahead and GM Fiat that one for you and just say, yeah, we can call that I put it in front of it. Sure. I was trying to communicate it. I put it like at its face, but yeah, no, I definitely worded that weirdly.
Yeah, I was understanding you incorrectly. I thought you meant you wanted to put it between the two of you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like, I ran 30 feet away anyway, and like I'm fleeing, so that makes sense. Also, I kind of like being shit at combat.
I get you. What is the wolf's speed? What is the wolf? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. What's the wolf's speed? This hyperlink's busted, so I gotta reconnect it and see what's up. Okay, the wolf speed is 40 feet per round, so it's going to easily catch up with you.
Yeah, if it was so was it less than 10 feet away from me previously? Because if not, it wouldn't make it unless it goes through the fire.
You know what? Because I took the other thing away from you, I'll give you that. I'll say it's hot on your heels, but it hasn't gotten you yet.
Yeah.
All right. We'll say that's it for that round. Meanwhile, the elk is dead. Homer Soupson, you're up.
I don't know what to do. Am I still trapped?
You are grappled. You can still make attacks, but you can't move.
Oh, so I can still use my axe.
Yeah, as long as it's not like pinned in a specific way or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. If my arms are free, I'm swinging.
Okay. Go right ahead. Roll it.
$27 to hit.
Jesus Christ.
You get that close to me, I'm gonna hit you.
All right.
I want to use an inspiration and reroll that.
Sure.
I don't know if you can do that for damage.
Home rule fiat. I'm going to let you re-roll it for accuracy, saving throw, or damage.
Okay.
I'm not going to let you re-roll it for my damage to you.
Alright, then 10.
10 damage. Okay. Yeah, it's hurting pretty bad. Alright. It's still standing and it's still keeping a solid grip on all of you. It's pretty much accepted at this point that it's going to die, but it's going to take a few of you with it. Alright, King, you're up.
Damn it, it's always me. Well, I guess I'll just use my cantrip, Eldritch Blast, and finish him off, hopefully. Here's to hoping.
Okay, roll it.
Oof.
What'd you get? What was that? The thing cut out. I couldn't hear you.
8.
8. Yeah, that's
right.
Is that total? Not with modifiers and everything?
Yeah.
Jerk, what's your charisma actually?
Probably not high.
+2, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so then that's a 10 total. If it's a
what,
we're using a cantrip like Eldritch Blast there.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that would be a 10 total.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, but either way,
Doesn't matter.
I don't think your modifier is. I'm looking at your character sheet. Your modifier is 0 for charisma.
The one I sent you?
Yeah, the one you wrote on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, your charisma score is 11, which makes your modifier 0.
Oh no.
Oh no! How did I fuck that up? Oh no.
It's fine. You're probably looking at your charisma saving throw, which as a warlock sounds right, but I'm not asking for your saving throw.
I copied it off the one I did online.
Like I said, I think you were looking at your charisma saving throw, which is different than your charisma modifier, and I make that mistake constantly, so don't worry about it.
Probably.
Anyway, the point is, it does not hit. Jeffrey Poison, you're up.
Okay, so what was it? Just the wolf yet left?
The wolf that's chasing Bubble Boy, Michael Bublé, and you've got the thing you just shot, the big old sloth.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to shoot that sloth again. He kind of grumbles as he reloads the gun, because he's like, I said the cool line. He didn't die, he was supposed to die. And he, as he's kind of grumbling to himself, he kind of loads it up and shoots it again. Okay. Let's see here. Because he's not going to shoot at the wolf. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's a hit.
Bubble Boy.
It's a 6 this time. I got 3 damage.
3 damage, yeah, that's not going to be enough.
A whole 3. And he... since he rolled like a 1 on his damage roll, I'm gonna say he kind of like gets the side of this sloth, and he curses to himself. He's like, I was a cow for too long.
Stupid hooves.
I've been the hunted for so long.
I got so used to having hooves and these hands.
All right, so Michael Booble, you are up next, and you were being chased.
So I've still got concentration on this fire, so this time I'm actually just going to cast it on the wolf himself.
Okie doke.
So I basically just get to move it closer to me.
I see. The bonfire, as you're running, the bonfire just fucking chases after the wolf around, and the wolf doesn't realize it until the bonfire is like on his ass, and then all of a sudden, boop, the bonfire is just right under him suddenly.
Yeah, so DC 13 dex save to avoid 8
Like
fire
some fucking
damage.
Bugs Bunny ass shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Benny
Someone want to
Hill
go
theme.
ahead? Actually, I've got the roller in front of me. It's fine. DC 13, you say?
Mm-hmm.
For Dex? Okay, so what is
Like,
this?
it is a wolf, so it's likely to hit.
Let's see. His Dex modifier is +2, plus 11, so 13.
That hits? How does savings throw is meet or exceed?
Yeah, I'm not entirely certain.
Let's find out.
Saving throw tie. I don't play D&D enough. I don't know if it's saving throw tie. Okay, tie goes to the defender. That's what it looks like.
Cool, sounds great.
So it doesn't hit, but it's also very startled that this bonfire just is fucking chasing it now. All right, and it's two of its friends just died to some fire, so it's gonna be a little more gun shy about that.
Yeah,
so,
and I'm still running away as this bonfire pops through.
Sounds good. All right. So,
But like in a circular path, like I'm running away circularly so that I can kind of like move back towards the party.
Okay. Hasta Luego is up next, and he is bleeding as it's being shoved into the spikes, and he whispers to you, "Leave this place. Run away. Forget about me." And the relic sloth turns to Homer Soups and says, "None of you are leaving here." And because he's got two of you grappled, I can finally do his special attack. He takes both of you while grappled and just starts fucking spinning around, swinging you both around. Like I said,
No.
just going whoop, 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 as he just slams the both of you into the worm cradle wall over and over again as he spins.
So long, Gay Bowser.
Basically, yeah. And both of you are going to take 1d6 plus 3 damage.
Whoop.
Oh.
Oh my god, yes.
I survived.
Yeah.
Damn. Son of a bitch. Am I not going to kill any of you this fight?
No.
There's always next time.
It's the first fight, Matt. We get one.
Yeah, this is the calibration fight. It's going to get much harder from here.
Good.
God.
Yeah, the calibration fight was to measure how quickly I kill any of you. And it's 0, so it needs to get much harder from here.
No.
All right. And because like the first thing I told you was you're not going to grind your way through fights. And what do you do through the calibration fight? You grinded your way through it.
Look, I tried to do wise things.
Our weakest
20.
character fried 2 wolves in a single go. We have to try.
Not to mention, my character is all about the surprise. When the attacks surprise us, how am I supposed to rogue?
I mean, I gave you time to know what all the attacking animals were around, and I told you where the exit was. I told you all of that shit. You had. I even gave you a surprise round. I also gave you a surprise round, so I gave you plenty of. Well, not plenty. I gave you enough prep time.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue. So, you're both taking damage there, and 1d6 plus 3 for my boy Hasta Luego is going to take some damage, and yeah, he's pretty heavily bleeding. Boop. And yeah, Granola, you're up.
All right. Meta question, I guess. You said they were 12 feet apart when the sloth was holding them back to back.
Or 15 feet apart.
Yeah, 15 feet apart. When the sloth is holding them and spinning around so long, Gay Bowser, are they both further than 5 feet away from the main body of the sloth?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then...
Alright, hit me.
I'm going to just, like, have a serious turtle moment and just be like, "Dude, you ain't listening, you bashing my bros!" And I'm going to cast Ice Knife.
Oh, rad. What's that do?
Well, it does. I create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. I make a ranged spell attack against the target on hit, which I rolled a 21. They take 1d10 piercing damage, which was 3 piercing damage. Then hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet, so it doesn't hit the people in its hands because they're farther than 5 feet away. He has to succeed a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
All right, so let's have him make a Dex savings throw, and its Dex modifier is -1.
Neat.
And it rolled a 14, so 13 total.
It passed.
Well, that sucks. All right, Granola, good try, and you still did some damage to it. Wolf is up, and it was chasing Bubble Boy. It got a little startled by the fire, especially by the fire that just killed its buddies. It's gonna do a morale check real quick. What's its charisma modifier? -2. All right. So 15 -2 is 13. I'm going to say that's enough so that it's not like going to leave the battlefield entirely, but it is going to abandon Bubble Boy. It's going to go after... It's like, man, these guys are much tougher than I expected. You know, I killed 2 of my buddies. I guess he's going to go after now Granola. So, Granola, this wolf is going to charge you. Because despite the fact you all are much tougher than he looks, if he does nothing, then he might have to deal with Violante later. And that sounds like something he does not want to do. So he's going to roll an attack. It's going to be 6 + 4. So does an 11 hit your AC?
No. He just bounces right off the shell.
He just tries to gnaw, like, on a very large, very tough chew toy that he can't quite fit his mouth around. Just and it doesn't quite work. And then to himself, he's just like, fuck. And the DM to himself is like, fuck.
Granola come from a bully make box.
Homer Soupson, I assume you're near death, but it's your turn.
Yes, I am.
Cook a piece of the sloth. Heal yourself in this turn.
Break his arms.
I'm gonna go the rage route.
Well, you have been bloodied.
Yeah, that's true.
About a 20-second warning.
I'm gonna rage up, and then I'm gonna attack him with the axe.
Okay, go right ahead.
22 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Alright. 9.
9 damage. Okay, very respectable. And the sloth is getting bloodier and bloodier, but it's still up and it's still grabbing all of you. I implore all of you to do some alternate things that are not attacking. Otherwise, this thing is going to kill Homer Soupson before you can take him down. And probably Hasta Luego, too. King, you're up.
Oh, fuck. Wait, oh, yeah.
Duh. I guess I'm just gonna bolt for the...
No, I mean, that is something different. That is something different.
You literally just asked for that, Matt.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything bad about it.
Like, I don't have high hopes in my rolling, and I need to go.
All right.
This time won't lasted.
Okie doke. So, you head towards the exit, which it's not like it's blocked, but the curtain has closed. So you've got like a loose curtain of Worm Cradle in your way.
Ugh.
How do you want to get through this, or do you want to inspect it?
Sure, we'll inspect this nasty worm.
Okay. So, passive perception, unless you want... we'll say you haven't spent your action yet. Passive perception tells you that it is definitely not delicious anymore. In fact, you're pretty sure if you tried to eat this now, you would die. Like, just straight up die. And you even feel like touching it might be bad. You feel like if these things puncture you at all, it's going to be bad. And you don't realize this. I'm just asking, what armor are you wearing?
Light armor.
Light armor? Like, what's it made out of, do you know?
Leather, I'm pretty sure. Let me...
Okay.
Yeah, leather, armor.
What kind of objects are you holding? Like, what weapon are you holding right now? Your crossbow?
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
Alright. That doesn't concern you right now. What do you... So, that's what you pick up about this curtain. What do you want to do? Do you want to wait here for the rest of the party, or do you want to bolt through?
Is there anybody else gonna come with me? Like, I don't even know. I guess I'm just gonna hide right here until somebody makes a decision.
Okay, are you putting on your cloak?
Yes, I am. I forget I have that.
It's only the most powerful item the party has.
I know.
King is our most powerful item.
You're a wizard, King.
Alright. So, Jeffrey Poison, you're up.
Alright, so we gotta do something different, right?
I mean, you don't have to, but it's, you know, if you want to save Homer Soupson, you do.
So, Jeffrey's gonna look the sloth, and he's gonna look the sloth in the eyes. And he goes, hey, listen, we're not interlopers. We're cut from the same cloth. Like, I was a cow, and I'm, like, still processing that, but we're not so different, you and I. And he's gonna punctuate this with a kickflip. So, I am going... He is making an appeal to the sloths. You know, just kind of like inner good vibes. And let's see. I'm going to roll. Let's roll a persuasion on this one.
Yeah, that sounds persuasion-y.
Roll it.
Yeah. And then should I also roll an acrobatics for how sick my kickflip is?
Sure.
I want to. I rolled an 8 on persuasion.
Okay.
And
now, if you roll good on your kickflip, I'm going to give you advantage on that roll. But first, you got to see how good your kickflip is.
Okay. That was a crit flip.
Normally, I would find it very, very funny to just let it be here, but since I don't want to waste my point of inspiration, I'm just going to use my point of inspiration to re-roll that kickflip.
Okay.
Now, I will laugh very hard if it's a 1 again.
Oh!
Right.
Okay. So
my
he
kickflip
wasn't.
spoke to his soul.
So the thing is, that only gets you advantage on the.
So I will narrate this part. Okay. So the sloth was very much not impressed with your fucking scumbag, interloper, con man desecrator speech. But then you did that sick ass kickflip.
See?
And he's willing to hear your words a little bit more. So give me a little bit more and roll for persuasion one more time.
So he lands his super, super sweet kickflip and he goes, you know, sloth, I was raised in the woods too. Like, I had a wolf family. I mean, they killed my first family, but, like, they made me do circus homework, so, like, whatever. So, was raised by these wolves. I feel the spirit of the forest in my heart and on my back because I have this super sweet cape that's made from my wolf parents. I'm a double orphan, so I'm gonna roll 14 this time for my speech.
Total?
Yeah, my best one's a 14.
Oh, you know, I mean like total as in like with modifier?
Yeah. I did that sweet kickflip.
You made a cape out of your parents?
They would have wanted me to look cool as hell.
After a moment, the sloth kind of slumps his arms and lets down Homer. That's fucking sick, bro. Let's take a bio break here.
Oh my god.
Alright. I'm gonna put us on the break screen. We'll be back in a second. Studio audience. Love ya. What? Let me turn on the JD voice. Let me turn on the subordinate voices. And let's go back to Tabletop Town.
Nut.
Yay.
There's the nuts.
Nut.
Release the nuts.
Nut.
Correct.
Nut. Nut.
All right. Yeah, we need to adjust some of the cost of items growing for next sessions. I've never done this before, so I have no idea what shit costs. I'm gonna leave that to JD.
I mean, I'm sitting here vibing, and I've got 1,400.
Nut.
I just haven't spent any because I feel like I'm a player, so...
An hour should get you about 250. The problem is I left some stuff too expensive still, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, we want the audience to actually participate.
I typed it in, I probably just didn't hit the save button.
It's fine. Let us bleed for our mistakes.
Yeah, and you guys can like throw items next week. It's super hard.
No.
We'll make good berries super cheap because they're not usable in battle worth a damn.
Daniel Radcliffe is just in the corner staring. Plotting.
Daniel Radcliffe is still a cow.
Daniel Radcliffe hasn't drank the water yet.
Yeah, the cow that's pictured on the stream is the Daniel Radcliffe cow.
It's a gorgeous cow.
Daniel Rad cow.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who wanted to make that joke. So I know some of our friendos are a little fucked up. Are either unconscious, bleeding out, or are they just kind of bloodied and not in the best way?
Homer Soupson was about to die, but then Jeffrey Poison managed to speak to the heart of his attacker and really convinced him to put him down and stop killing him. And as the only other attacker that was still alive was a wolf who was feeling pretty cowardly at the moment anyway, once the sloth stopped attacking, the wolf fucked off and ran away. So, we'll consider combat halted for the time being.
What about our horse friend? Is he still alive?
He's not doing great, but he's alive.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to treat NPCs as they don't really make saving throws unless I feel like it. They're just going to straight up die. Same with monsters. But in this case, he didn't drop to 0, so he got close, but he's not there. And both Homer Soupson and Hasta Luego, the cowboy, were taken off the spike wall and put down. And the sloth is just really introspective at this point. It's clear that the situation is still incredibly tense, but the fight is on hold, if not over. Violante will surely punish this one for the actions it's taken today. But I was placed here to guard this holy place for beasts, and I have borne witness today of your heart. And lo, I say, if that kickflip isn't beast mode, then truly, none of us are beasts. Besides, someone else peed in the pool today. Can you believe in that shit?
Yeah, fucking Oaks, man.
That was absolutely awful.
Go ahead.
How did that last for? So that's only for 1 hour. So we've got like 58 minutes to get out of here before.
Oh, you got less than that to get out. But yeah, you were in a holy place that you accidentally desecrated with your existence, and yeah, they're not killing you, but they are going to. And
they are going to what? You cut out.
They are going to need you to leave. The sloth says, "The next time I see you, I will, if I'm not dead myself, I will be forced to kill you. Don't let me see you."
Yeah, that's fair. I'm outie.
Yep, no,
I'm just gonna finger guns at him.
Anyone need some food? Just get back to the wagon.
Yeah, I recommend against eating those vines. They look highly dangerous.
All right, so Hasta Luego is very much limping. He's having some trouble. Does anyone want to help out your horse buddy?
Yeah, put him on. I'm gonna put him on the cart, Goiter's cart.
What cart do you have? Okay, hold on.
I have a goat-sized cart.
No, okay.
Oh wait, if we get our items back, does that mean the cart just summons out of the ether?
I am putting a limit on cart because cart is not an item on your person. A cart is a fucking huge ass thing.
It's how I hold my inventory.
How big is the cart?
It's big enough to hold a goat, so it can like carry one person and drag them a little bit.
Okay, so there was like a particularly dumb cow that transformed into a cart.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love this.
But upon noticing the cart, the sloth is just like, "What the hell is that?"
Dude, that's Goiter's pack, man. He gets the chow, he gets the plow. You know what I'm saying?
You enslave wild animals to do your bidding?
No, we buddies, we pals. I give him the meal, I give him the brushies. Me and Goiter, we're bestest of pals.
Get out of my sanctum, all of you. You're disgusting.
I mean,
He's here. Let's go, guys.
All right. So, Hasta Luego's thrown on the cart. Also, the curtain is still closed. As I mentioned when King was trying to escape, the curtain of Worm Cradle is still just a big thorny curtain that is in your way, and you don't see a safe way to even really touch it. What do you want to do?
What do we do about this, sloth friend?
He reaches forward with his long arm. He's not even fucking from his spot. His arms are just that long, and he slides it away. Leave, all of you.
We're trying.
Okay.
I swear.
So, your passive perception picks up. You should probably figure out the mechanics of how that shit works. But not right now. Right now, you need... All right.
You're cutting out again. You said you need to leave?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I was saying... you all realize passively that you need to figure out the mechanics of how that worm cradle plant works, because it seems to be everywhere in this place and it seems to be pretty dangerous. But for now, that's a question for later. For now, you need to leave.
Great.
As you're all being wheeled out, you see Hasta Luego's just kind of groaning in the cart. Oh, that's no bueno.
It's okay, buddy. I'm just gonna kind of like rub his belly.
Okay, roll for medicine.
Oh no, do I even have anything in medicine?
I have no idea.
I just wanted to rub his belly.
I have medicine.
I'm already rubbing the belly. Let me do the medicine roll.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, 13. That's probably better than what I would have gotten with my bonus.
Okay. So you can tell that there is a poison in this stuff that definitely is causing nausea in whoever is punctured by it. Also, Homer, what kind of armor are you wearing?
Leather armor.
Leather armor, okay. All right. So yeah, it's definitely like punctured through your leather armor, but the integrity of your leather armor is still relatively intact. Okay. Does no one here have metal armor? I could have swore somebody had metal armor.
Nope.
Really?
I don't.
I mean, that's good for you all. It's safer, but I just thought that's one, if not more of you had it. I don't know why I was thinking that. Anyway.
The things we have that are made out of metal are many, many daggers.
Yeah, yeah.
And a gun.
And a gun, yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely have the metal in the party.
All right.
I have a dagger, too.
I have the most metal in the party, then.
Yeah. So, as you're walking, Hasta Luego is just like, we have to get to Machacados.
Oh, are we supposed to bring the rest of the cows, or are we it?
I mean, did anyone else transform?
Actually, no, just this cow that's following behind us right now.
Well, you guys are cows?
He's kind of shaggy, orange. I think there are guns glued to his hooves.
He seems really cool and thoughtful.
All right. So, yeah, a weekly Hasta Luego points above you. Do you, I'm going to need all of you to roll for perception to see if you can follow where he's pointing to.
Okay.
Right. Good berries are now 150.
Oh, rad. So people can actually buy healing for the party now.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say that you might see it in a minute.
Oh god, never mind. We got even all fucked up. Fucking the homie. It has a nat 20.
Yeah.
Homer's got it. Homer swoops in from his spot in the cart. Or is he lying down in the cart too, or is he just trudging along?
There's not enough room for two people.
Trudging along, okay. As you're just kind of lazing back, your head lolls back, and you just inadvertently get a look at the sky, and you realize there's something floating up there. And after a moment of your eyes adjusting, you realize that it's not flying. It's not an object flying up there. It's not like a creature flying. It's something floating among the clouds with the faces, just maybe looking at you, spying on you. There's also an island floating up way high above you. There's just an island floating in the sky. And it even seems like there's like something coming off of the island to the ground. some sort of like blue string coming down to the ground, and you realize, because you got a crit, it's a waterfall coming from the island in the sky down to the ground you're currently in.
I look at it and go, "Hey, this guy's taking a piss."
Oh, is that a Michelada or whatever it was?
Machacados, the Springlands. There's a human settlement there. They're being the closest allies we're gonna have in this situation. I've used up all my street cred down here. I gotta get going. And then, in the forest near you, you hear, "Did someone say piss?"
No.
What?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
Go faster.
To be fair, I did about 5 minutes ago about the elk, but that was...
Go faster, go faster.
I'm certain I heard someone say piss.
Riddle me piss.
Oh. An orangutan pops out of the underbrush, and he's just kind of prancing about, and he's wearing a hat. It's an orangutan wearing a hat, and he's the first animal you've seen that isn't actively hostile to you.
Uh-huh.
And he's wearing like a yellow wizard hat.
No.
And he says,
No.
"Oh, once I was a mortal man, now I am orangutan." Tee-hee!
Oh, fuck yeah, bruh!
Tee-hee! Pee-pee! I'm the wizard, you see?
Oh.
Oh no, we're not doing this. We're not doing it.
I am going to clap.
This is what y'all get for talking about piss mechanics.
Look, I'm just gonna say that this actually interrupts my in progress attempt at casting detect magic. Now I have to start all over.
Yeah, no, whatever you're selling, we're not buying. Goodbye.
Whoa, wait a second. I'm just gonna get uncomfortably close to the orangutan and just be like,
No seconds. It's time to go. We have to go to.
dude.
We have to go to Mangosteen.
You got any? And I'm just gonna hand gesture at my nose and my hand and just do vague drug gestures.
Okay, what are you trying to convey with the drug gestures?
Does he have drugs to sell?
I don't know. Roll for persuasion.
Am I witnessing a drug deal?
Shit, don't be a fucking narc, man.
That seems very illegal.
Oh, no,
Rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10.
Is that orangutan wearing a trench coat?
Oh, young man, the finest drug that's to be found is having a free pee on the ground.
Right on, brother, right on. I'm just gonna kind of stare and like lock eyes with him.
He puts a long, lanky arm around your shoulder. Once I was live and so depressed, for all my life was quite repressed. But now I'm feeling #blessed, for all my days are spent undressed. I can hear Elise cracking up in the other room, but she's flipping out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of loud.
I go back to my happy place, casting detect magic as a ritual, and ignore this.
As you all continue walking, the wizard walks along with you, just like gallivanting around in dancing fashion. Oh, dare you enter my sacred realm?
So are you
gonna
saying like
ignore
the
the
fountain?
wizard?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna be walking by him, just like laughing at everything he says.
Turns to Jeffrey Poison. Oh, I've got a fountain for you.
No, thank you.
But I suspect it's not the fountain you seek. You wish to travel the Golden Stream to Machacados, the Springlands.
I don't like how you phrased that. But yeah.
I can help with that. It's as easy as 1, 2, pee.
Oh no.
So that there was an island floating in the sky.
I would like one death, please.
Piss, 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 you shan't be missed, and pulls out a Glock.
Why? I said I was gonna do this joke once, and you decided to bring an entire character on it.
This is what you get. You all summoned him. It was all of you. You're all guilty.
I'm gonna go back through our logs. I don't think I did anything about the piss wizard.
I agree with the least on that one. I don't think I did either.
So why are you subjecting me to the piss wizard?
You know, I'm loving it.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I don't think I can get a short rest with this motherfucker around, to be honest.
Not with him doing his dances, songs, and jigs.
Okay, let's see. Do I have D&D duct tape?
I will say you can probably get a short rest. You won't get a long rest, but that's going to take 8 hours anyway. You can definitely rest as you travel.
Yeah,
but can we get I don't. Is it going to be restful to hang out with this asshole?
Mechanically, yes.
Oh my god.
So everyone just go ahead and roll for short rest hit dice you want to spend.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. I didn't get touched.
I half expect, like, when I wasn't sure what the cost of things were going to be, I kind of expected the audience to just pistol whip the wizard.
Cool.
I knew they wouldn't be able to pistol whip this session.
All I'm doing as the final session, they pistol whip somebody.
All I'm going to do with my short rest is regen the 2 first level spell slots I spent.
I think it's D for me.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll get back my level 1 spell slot.
Okay.
Do you have that ability at this level? I don't know how sorcerers work.
I can use a sorcery point to, magic font it.
Right.
So, from one curse to another, you're all accursed, huh?
Looks at me and just, I'm pretty good looking.
I mean, yeah, but that's not what I'm referring to. Like, you've got a dragon curse on. Like a real serious one.
So at the end of that short rest, I finally probably finished my detect magic spell, which I've been trying to do the entire game. Anything in particular that I detect, especially around Mr. Orangutan?
Oh, the wizard is definitely got a magical presence about him.
Do the rest of us?
Yeah, but you're not sure the extent of it. But yeah, all of you have a magical presence around you that is faint but unerring.
I hate to agree with the orangutan that's into water sports, but I think he's right.
Yeah, so spill the deets.
That's all I know is that we're all emanating a faint magical aura, except for you, and you're reeking of it like the urine of an endangered and highly sickened bull.
You smell like cow piss. Is that normal? Or is that just the thing you do?
Maybe it is just me.
Like a decade, I would spend some time hanging out, grazing with my cart here in Goiter. We were just kind of mooning it up, you know? We were doing the whole bovine bed and breakfast sort of thing, the B&B.
Uh-huh.
We were cows.
Oh, are you normally cows for recreation?
Oh, are you guys cows for recreation?
I was not intending to be here this long.
No, that definitely wasn't intentional. Even though it was, like, kind of chill for a bit being a cow.
Yeah, I've heard the dragon Violante. I mean, that's the distinct smell of the curse I'm getting here. She's the ruler of this domain here, and, well, sometimes she likes to curse interlopers for fun. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's what happened to you.
Would we have any memory of this dragon, or would it have been something done against our without our knowledge?
As a matter of fact, now that you're in your humanoid form, you do have a faint memory of, as you were vibing here, doing whatever it was you were doing here, session, what brought you all to this place, if you don't want to talk about it now. You were ambushed by a massive dragon. And before you could get your wits about you, you lost all memory. And that didn't happen to you all together, except for Homer Soupson and Michael Bublé, who were a team. The rest of you came in independently at different points and times of whenever, and were all individually ambushed by Violante, the dragon, and cursed in the way that, as your friend the wizard seems to be inferring, you are still cursed.
Wow.
So, do we have to, like, go get, like, 40 ounce of that there magic cow water, or?
I don't know. How did you change? You say you were cows. You're not now. How did you stop being cows?
We drank a 40 ounce of that there magic cow water?
I wouldn't recommend it. The sloth kind of wants to let out his aggressions on people.
Everyone roll a saving throw for, let's say, charisma.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Okay.
No.
Saving throws.
Everyone who doesn't at least get a 10, you immediately transform back into a cow.
20.
Oh, okay, cool.
Homer's a cow again. I guess.
I am also a cow again.
All right, so Michael Bublé and Homer Soupson have both transformed back into a cows. Now, you're still not so much cow because that you don't have your memories. That seems to be a thing that takes place over time, and you've only been cow for a few seconds, so you still have your humanoid memories. And you're just like, ah, fuck. But you are a cow.
Mole shit.
Wow.
Can I still communicate? Much like the orangutan can?
Through moves. If you have a telepathic ability, you can probably communicate through that.
Nah.
If you want to stamp on the ground and write a message out in the dirt, you could probably do that. If you want to communicate by peeing a message on the ground,
Communicate by artistic piss.
Telepaster.
And you gotta help us.
Oh no! The giant squid! Who are you hoping?
This cow
Untransform one of these hoes!
Awesome.
So, did we get a channel reward?
We did.
Yes, the giant squid is using the help action on one of these hoes.
Alright, one of you who turned into a cow, whoever says me first, can get another roll at surviving turning into a cow.
We're equally fucked. Richard, what do you think? Do you want to do it, or do you want me to?
Well, you spoke first, so it's on you.
Okay, fine.
You said me first, so it's
I'll fail as well again. Oh, I got a 10.
Okay, yeah, you defender passes on a time.
The Daniel
Transform
Radcliffe
into a cow, and then Daniel Radcliffe just puts his hands on you and says, "No, come back to me!" And you immediately transform back into a humanoid again.
Wait, who are you?
When there was one set of footprints in the sand, I carried you.
Daniel Radcliffe, just with the clutch assist, comes in, and you realize that Daniel Radcliffe is no cow. Is just Daniel Radcliffe just hanging out with you.
Are his hands still guns?
That's, yes. They don't have any bullets in them, but they're guns.
Jeffrey nods at the gun hands and goes, sick.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe is still quite shy. He's not going to talk very often, but he is going to take action whenever the audience fits. But he just nods solemnly at Michael Bublé. And just like, I got you, brother.
I appreciate that. I picked the wrong dump stat.
Wonderful. All right, so we have one cow in the party right now, and the wizard is like, oh, that's not my particular kink, but I don't want to kink shame.
Let me guess, you're into, and I just gotta snap my fingers, MILFs.
I mean, I was, before I was cursed.
I feel like this isn't particularly relevant.
No, it's not. This is a joke character.
So like, maybe we could sit in silence and like contemplation and like get where we need to go.
Oh, sure, yeah, that sounds great. Y'all go ahead and do that. I'll just provide some bardic music. Starts gallivanting around the cart in a circle, singing while you all travel. Oh, as man I pissed into the ground, but now I'm pissing all around. Piss east and west, piss north and south. I even piss in my own mouth.
Guys, that's the solution. To get where we need to go, we just need to pee in our own mouths.
I refuse to do that, even though I still have a miraculously still not rotten flat. Never mind, I don't want to talk about this.
You know, you can try it first.
Oh no, certainly not. Don't worry, homie, though. We'll get you out of this.
Hasta Luego kind of reaches out from the cart and hands one of you a flask. Before I got my ass whooped, I took this from the pond.
Oh,
maybe this will help.
Great, buddy. Don't worry, I got you.
Michael goes ahead and takes the flask and unscrews it.
Okay. Open wide for the airplane.
Moo? Moo?
Moo's questioningly.
Oh my god. Yes.
Moo's clues.
So Homer Soupson, with a drink of the water, turns back into a humanoid form.
Good.
And now I'm just stuck on like all fours, my mouth open wide, pouring sauce into my mouth.
I know you normally enjoy your water, you know, fragrant with the aromatics of onions and garlic and such, but so desperate times.
It's fine. I'll watch this out later. Thank you.
So the flask is not finished. It's just given back to the liquid that's in there is given back to Hasta Luego. And the wizard pipes up and says, "Oh, it looks like your curse could be repressed."
I want to follow up on that sentence. Let's keep going.
Yeah, just like I spent my whole life repressed.
And we're going to Mashalada.
Oh, it seems like this is only a problem that's going to come just whenever you least expect it, until you get it taken care of, huh? Just like me, the wizard!
So, like, scale of 1 to 10, how much do you guys love this guy? Like, he's like a 7?
10!
Alright,
honestly, like, a 2.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how many hit die does this guy look like he has?
He doesn't look strong.
I feel like he only gets 1 point above 1 for like his energy. I do appreciate the energy.
Wizard, we need to have a cow meditation session. Could you go serenade us over there?
Roll for persuasion.
Persuasion. 14. Wow.
All right. I'm going to say that it's low enough that he's suspicious, but it's high enough that he's convinced. It's like, okay, if I didn't know better, I'd say you didn't want the wizard around, but no, surely not.
Oh no, our ears are still just kind of ringing from the transformation, especially mine.
No, I understand. You know, dealing with a dragon curse can be difficult. I'll just leave you along while I come up with new piss songs in the corner.
Oh no.
Yes, more songs.
Oh, and he goes off to the corner. You're not going to hear any more unless you engage with him directly. So you come up on the waterfall, and we're going to accelerate this a little bit. You've all got inspiration because you were all very timely with your combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and yeah, so it's a very interesting sight. As you get here, this is a waterfall that is just hammering into the river in front of you, but its source isn't immediately apparent until you look up and you realize that it's just the water is falling from miles above your.
That's gonna be a little bit more than I can handle with my spells.
Okay, I've been here before. This is a route I take quite often. Here's what you got to do. This is gonna sound weird. I'm assuming you're not from here. This is gonna sound a little, but just go with me here.
Look, as long as we don't have to pee in our own mouths, I'm good with it.
No, don't do that. That's
like
weird.
I was a cow, so I feel like I'm kind of prepared for anything right now.
I need you to fall upwards.
Can do.
Look, I'm really good at skateboarding, so I'm not super good at falling, unless I mean to.
Okay, well I need you to mean to.
How do I do that?
Here, like this, and he weakly just kind of stands up, and he's healed a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Since he got his ass whooped. I'm assuming all of you have healed up as well.
Yeah. Everybody need a short rest.
Short rest, yeah. Spin to hit dice. So he says, just do as I do, and he just kind of gingerly holding his back where he got wounded before he kind of steps off and just falls up the waterfall. And he's gone.
Okay.
Can I roll a low enough wisdom check to solve this through being dumb?
Maybe.
All right, I want to try a roll low wisdom dumb.
I'm gonna try Arcana to figure out what the fuck he's talking about for a 23.
I rolled a 14, sadly.
That's a wisdom save.
Oh damn it! Okay, thank you. Maybe I can roll lower.
Yeah, try to roll lower.
You're going for investigation, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So far, all of you are just kind of hopping impotently on the ground.
So my Arcana check gives me nothing.
Oh, what was your Arcana check? Sorry.
23.
Oh yeah, you're already falling. You just shoot up into the atmosphere.
I'm
See you later.
My investigation was 9.
Okay, yeah, you definitely don't know how this works, and that helps you.
I'm gonna roll an acrobatics to see if I can figure out how to fall upward.
Okay.
I rolled an 18. I don't know if I should be rolling low though right now.
I'm going to say you manage to do an ollie into the air, and then you realize you're falling upside down, and then you back where you think is the right orientation, but you're already falling down / up the waterfall.
You pull a sweet bro in Hella Jeff, and you do an ollie. You just never stop ollieing.
Sounds great.
That's exactly what happens. Yes. Who's still on the ground?
I have an investigation of 8.
All right. Yeah, you also have no idea, and that's helpful. So you can kick off.
You were cutting out an awful lot.
Yeah. I was gonna say, hoping it was just me.
Here.
But...
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's my fan. Hold on, let me turn.
Probably.
All right, let's try that now. Is that better?
Yes.
All right. It was my fan then. Sorry about that. Okie doke. Yeah. So you're all falling, and falling / flying, and we'll assume this goes.
You gotta help us.
Oh no. Kitty Cat is hoping, tell someone to do a handstand, whoever fails the check next. So someone did a handstand.
I don't follow.
Kitty Cat did an audience assist, and
Daniel Radcliffe yelled handstand.
Very good. Sorry, I thought you meant your literal cat in your house, JD. Not a person in the chat named Kitty.
Yeah, there's a person in chat named It's Kitty Cat.
Tell someone to do a handstand, whoever fails the... All right, yeah. That's going to be the goat, I think.
Yeah, Goiter does a handstand.
All right, yeah, I need you to roll on behalf of...
Don't worry, Alex. I saw you. I see what you did there.
Yes.
Oh, was there a sound? Was there a...
No. She said I'm not a fan of that.
Sorry, as DM on someone else's Twitch chat, I have a hard time checking things. I've got everyone else on alert to tell me when these pop up.
Yeah.
I got you.
So fucking my I don't know, Goiter. I didn't stat Goiter because I didn't think he'd be important. He was just a backpack.
Yeah, he's your animal slave labor.
He's my animal buddy pal, and a 12 is what he rolled for handstanding.
Meanwhile, the human settlement's gonna be like, oh, rad, you use animals. Be friends.
You cut out again. Do you have some kind of very aggressive threshold for when?
No, I've never had that out.
No, JD specifically on the Discord server.
I don't think so.
I'm doing a backup recording of my own. It hasn't been through the whole thing, but it's been through the last half of it. So I'll investigate that later and see if there's anything I can figure out as to why
Sure.
my audio levels have been doing that. In
so
the meantime...
a goat has a dex of +0, so that would just be a 12.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, the goat does a respectable handstand on its front 2 legs, and it goes, and then it falls up. All right, so all of you are in the waterfall. Are you specifically falling outside of the waterfall or inside the water?
In.
Yeah, I can breathe underwater for an hour. I'll be in.
All right, Jeffrey, can you breathe underwater?
Probably not, but he can poke his head out every now and then.
Okay, so you're just kind of surfing.
Yeah, and I've used shape water to kind of create a little 5-foot platform that I'm falling up with.
Sure, that sounds rad.
Because it can freeze water.
So those faces in the clouds, they notice you.
Mm-hmm.
And all in a chorus, they speak together. Puny mortals think they'll fly. Let's all watch them fall and die.
This place is rad.
Oh.
Guards! Guards! There's interlopers here.
I thought you said that Michelada was a safe place.
Machacados, and normally it is. Normally I'm not traveling with you nerds.
Fair, but disappointing nonetheless.
All right. So we have got some stuff flying in from above you. Let's see who has the highest passive perception here. So it'll be Homer Soupson. Homer, you're going to notice that, yeah, there are some objects just falling towards you / flying up, down the waterfall. Perspective is everything. At a very rapid pace. What do you want to do?
So they're coming towards us.
Yeah, there's like 2 objects that are coming at you very quickly.
Okay.
And I'll say Jeffrey Poison picks up on it too, because he's got the next highest passive perception.
I got.
I'm basically giving you a. It's not combat yet, but it's pre-combat. So let's consider this a surprise round. What do you 2 want to do in relation to that?
Well, we're currently going up a river into the sky.
Yeah.
I just ready. I try and ready my axe the best I can, but I'm assuming that I'm fighting the tide.
All right. So, Jeffrey, what do you want to do?
Jeffrey loads his gun.
Oh God.
And are you readying action, or are you just loading it?
I'm readying action.
You're gonna shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Homer, are you readying an action to use your axe?
Yes.
All right.
Just out of curiosity, what is the passive perception of Jeffrey Poison?
12.
Yeah.
If Jeffrey's is 12, I should see it with a 13.
Oh yeah.
Michael Bubble, I have your passive perception at an 11.
That is incorrect. I have perception as a proficient skill. My wisdom is +1, so I have a 13.
I'm trying to figure out why, when I click on your name, it brings up the fucking Reef Shark edit hyperlink here. I just want to see what I have here real quick.
I basically took
It's still I just edited the goddamn hyperlink and it's still bringing up Reef Shark. That'll be a problem for later. For now, I'll just trust you and say it's 13. All right. Yeah. So your passive, we'll give you an action to take here as well for your surprise round. What do you want to do?
So my surprise round action is what do these things look like? They're just objects?
They're falling very fast, but you can't really tell what they are. You can just tell that they're on a collision course with you.
Do they appear large? Or
not particularly, no. They look about your size.
They're about our size. Okay. And I'm falling upward, and they're falling downward, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So I just kind of assure that this plate of this 5-foot cube of ice is between me and them.
Sure. Makes sense to me. All right. As these 2 charger sharks come barreling down the lane, they're going to hit... One's going to hit Michael Bublé's block of ice, because it's not expecting a block of ice, and it's not going to change course midway through.
Mm-hmm.
Does your block of ice have any sort of AC?
No, it's just, let's see. I freeze the water provided there's no creatures in it. The water unfreezes in 1 hour. That's all it says. It's literally just whatever you would assume the hardness of a 5-foot cube block of ice to be.
Okay. So I'm just going to assume reasonable.
Yeah.
And,
probably about the same as a rock of the same variety.
So I would say normally it would break if on a successful hit, but not necessarily hurt you or anything like that. But it scored a critical. So what's going to happen is your ice block is going to shatter as this shark just comes rocketing into your block of ice, and you
shark!
And you are thrown from the waterfall.
Oh shit! Do I get any variety of reaction, or?
Yeah, let's say if you're, let's give you a dex save. If you make it, let's say of a 13. If you make it, you are in a controlled descent and can easily veer your way back into the waterfall.
Nice, I got exactly a 13.
All right. So yeah, you manage to control your dive as soon as you get knocked out, but you are thrown from the waterfall.
Cool.
The second is going to hit Jeffrey Poison, or aim to hit Jeffrey Poison. Yeah, it's not going to hit. It's got a 10 versus AC. That's not going to hit Jeffrey, is it?
Hell no.
So Jeffrey just scoots out of the way a little bit in the water, and this thing just comes rocketing past.
I'm going to say he does an ollie, because I don't know.
You're not doing an ollie in the water.
He's already in the middle of doing an ollie, so he just grinds the shark's nose.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Yeah, no, I grind the shark. There we go. I skateboard the shark.
As the shark is flying past you, you hear it say, "God damn, that's so cool!" All right, and from elsewhere, you see, and they're not attacking this round. This is just the end of the surprise round. You see two different sharks, not charger sharks. These are reef sharks, and there's two of them, and they just kind of swim upwards, but at a controlled speed. They say, "Oh, look what we have here. Hello, hello."
I can't speak in water.
I think we got a fast food situation on our hands and everything. Everyone roll for initiative.
I hate this. I hate this a lot.
Okay.
Alright, rolling for initiative.
2!
2 for granola. Alright.
Got a 17 on mine.
17 for Michael Bublé.
Jeffrey Poison got a 23, baby.
Fuck you.
I mean, what do we expect? It's Elise.
And King and Homer Soupson are left.
8.
8 for King.
10.
10 for Homer Soupson. All right, let's arrange by initiative. Jeffrey Poison, you son of a bitch, you're up first.
And I've got a ready gun. So yeah, these guys are trying to knock us out of the water. I don't trust him. I'm firing my gun. He goes, but you get from like the annotation that he's saying something like really super rad.
Okay.
And let's see.
He even gargles correctly.
Uh-huh. Let's see. It's 4 to hit on this one. 19, I assume.
Oh, what are you're hitting with the gun, you say?
Yeah, shooting with a gun.
19, you say?
Yeah.
That easily hits.
To shreds, you say.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh, I'm gonna get like a 2 on this. 9, actually.
Fuck. Alright.
Must we always resort to violence?
Say it in bubbles.
I'm not in bubbles. I'm on the outside.
So if he goes
all right. As so far hidden enemy pops out from behind the shark you just attacked, It is a much smaller enemy because it can hide behind the shark. It was currently attached to the shark, and now it's going to attempt to attach itself to you, Jeffrey Poison. An octopus lunges out at you.
Well, I mean, since the gun was a ready to action, couldn't I argue that I could attack him with a dagger then?
No. And it got a 20 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
hit.
So, the thing about octopus is it's a small octopus. It's very weak damage-wise. It only does 1 HP. But when it hits, it does an automatic grapple. And it's going to grapple onto your face.
Okay.
So take 1 damage and you have an octopus on your face now.
Yay.
Now, the reef sharks that you were just got done attacking, they have turns now. And one's going to attack you as well while the octopus is trying to grab onto you. And because the sharks have pack tactics and you are currently being flanked by the octopus that's helping, it's going to have advantage on this. And so the first doesn't hit, but the second one probably does with a non-natural 8.
A non-natural 18, you said?
A non-natural 18, yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, my AC 16. Could we argue that he's flailing a bit because he's got the octopus on his face, so maybe harder to hit?
No.
Damn
it. So, go ahead and roll yourself 1d8 plus 2 damage.
I think I fucking healed. That's a 3. Ay.
Okay, take 3 damage. And the second shark is gonna sense blood in the water, and it's gonna go for the same target, you. It is going to... It also has pack tactics, so it's gonna roll again at advantage. It first attack doesn't hit. The second one probably does with a non-natural 21.
Yeah, no, that hits.
1d8 plus 2 damage.
That's a 10.
Boy. Okay, Michael Bublé, you're up.
So, question: are there any like bits of ground? If so, are they falling down or up in this water?
There are no bits of ground. This is water and sky.
Okay, well, Michael Bubble proceeds to use his action to recreate his water platform and safely be on it.
Sure.
He has no incentive to help this very rad teenager.
Fair enough.
Okay. And do you want to use your move action, move back into the waterfall?
Yeah, his move action is being used to basically grab onto the platform and continue his comfy descent upward as he analyzes what things happen in this next round.
Okay. And Michael Bublé, with your passive perception, you're finding another hidden enemy.
Awesome.
And yeah, it is a giant owl who is flying outside of the waterfall.
Oh God.
Ow!
And
he points at it.
And he starts flying over to you and he says, Who the fuck are you?
Just so your average person trying to get to Mecca up there.
All right, and he's using his move action, his whole turn to dash over to you. He's not taking an attack this turn. Homer Soupson, you're up.
What's the nearest thing to me, or near Michael Bublé?
The nearest thing to you are the 3 animals ganging up on Jeffrey Poison.
I would like to point out that I saved you from the sloth.
True. I will go give aid and attack the thing that's safest to attack without risking their life.
Probably one of the 2 reef sharks then, because they're not literally attached to Jeffrey Poison.
Okay, cool. I shall do that.
All right. All right, go ahead and roll.
$21 to hit.
Yeah, you fucking hit.
We just like to iterate to everyone, this is a survival fight. We just got to make it to the top.
11 damage.
11 damage, okay. Oh, he is bloodied. He's almost dead, but not quite.
Okay.
Boop. All right. And don't have any charger sharks attacking this turn, but you can see new charger sharks are from above about to charge. Probably about 2 of them.
Daniel Radcliffe audience is assisting. Jeffrey Daniel Radcliffe is going to try to tickle the octopus off of Jeffrey's face.
Ooh, okay. With an assist action?
Yes.
All right. Go right ahead. Jeffrey, why don't you roll passively here to, let's say, what do you think, Dex?
Yeah, I can do a Dex.
All right, go ahead. You're aiming for DC 30. Well, actually, there's a stat listed here. Let me check what it is.
This is supposed to be actually Radcliffe's assisting here.
Yeah.
Okay. But Daniel Radcliffe doesn't have stats, so it's going to be Elise rolling it. And it's actually DC 10, so not DC 13, so go ahead.
Okay. So we're rolling Dex save.
Uh-huh.
24. Daniel Radcliffe. He's got that fucking energy.
Just tickling the octopus with the barrel of the gun. And
if we didn't do that,
the octopus just like lets go, so it can immediately, with all 8 of its arms, go. Woo!
Your gun barrel is compatible with my suckers.
Oh. All right. So the octopus kind of is flung above you a little bit as it gains bearings here. Jeffrey Poison is still being attacked by the 2 reef sharks, and there are 2 charger sharks far above you incoming, but not here yet. King, it is your turn.
Of course it fucking is. So there's the 2 sharks in the out, right? And then something else. No, that's it.
There's 2 sharks in the water, 2 reef sharks in the waterfall attacking directly. There's 2 charger sharks above you that are about to barrel down on you, and there's a giant owl outside.
Okay, I'm gonna try to help with the 1 shark that's already dying.
Okay.
And
15-second warning.
I guess my Eldritch Blast.
Right. Eldritch Blast. All right,
Thank
go right
you.
ahead. Roll it.
Did I lose you guys?
No, I can still hear you. Can
Just
you hear
roll.
me?
Okay. My internet came out for a second, so not 9.
9 total.
Yeah.
No, it's not total. That's your innate. So Eldritch Blast is going to be +4. Oh wait, no, it's because your charisma is 0. So +2.
Your charisma 1 is 0.
It's 11 total.
All right. So what's
With
the
the
reef
perfect
I
shark?
keep reading the 2. My bad.
The reef shark's AC is 12. Sorry. Yeah, unless you want to try to re-roll that, you're not hitting that. All right. So I'm gonna assume Granola, you're up next.
All right. You said it's miles above. How far up are we right now?
I'd say you're probably, if you're trying to outweight these things, they're probably about 3 turns away. Or unless you want to like take an action to make yourself move faster somehow.
There is sort of a thing I want to do that. I'm assuming we are still like over 1,000 feet from the island.
Oh yeah. If you hit the ground outside of the waterfall one way or the other, you're gonna die.
Okay, and these are not flying sharks, they're just sharks that were flung into there?
Yeah, these are sharks that are falling. They're not flying, they're falling. Some are falling up, some are falling down, but falling.
I'm going to use... Can I use an insight and then use a spell?
Yeah, I generally don't charge an action insight.
I want to find out how tough, like how constitution-wise these sharks are with a 5.
Okay, the charger sharks that are like just barreling down, or the reef sharks that are sticking around to attack?
The charger sharks.
Okay, yeah, check them out.
My insight was 5.
You can tell that they're 5 total, not 5 modifier.
5 total.
Yeah, you're not finding out much shit.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm going to try to cast Vortex Warp on one of the charger sharks and teleport it 90 feet away from the waterfall.
Oh god.
Oh, nice. All right. Oh, man. Oh, this is going to hit the wizard.
So I magically twist space around another creature I see within range. The target has to succeed a Constitution saving throw.
Roll it.
It does.
No, you gotta roll it. It's
Okay,
a 12.
yeah, sorry about that. All right. Yeah,
And it's 12.
I gotta make 12. Okay. Let's see what the Charger Shark's modifier is. You say it's a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. And I have to make 12?
Yes.
Just barely missed it. It's 11.
See you later, shark dude! I'm just gonna teleport him as far away from that waterfall as I can.
So is it one target or a span of targets?
It is one target. Another creature I can see.
Okay, yeah, so only one of the sharks gets hit, but he like just suddenly just hits a mysterious magical whirlpool, that a vortex that just pulls him out and instantly drops him 90 feet perpendicular to the waterfall. And then it just falls uncontrolled towards the Summerlands where you came from. And then down on the ground somehow you hear, oh, ha ha, hee hee, pee pee, I'm the, oh my god!
The death that he deserved.
It's okay, he's a joke character, it's fine that he died.
Oh no, I killed my best friend!
Oh no, beloved character Piss Wizard is gone.
He was gonna be merchandising for us.
Oh no. I'm so sad.
Okie doke. Alright, Granola, that's your turn. Jeffrey Poison, you're back up. I assume you're fairly close to death. You're not attached to the octopus anymore, but you are surrounded by sharks. One of them is about to die, the other one's at full health.
I mean, Jeffrey's not in a great way, no. I think what makes the most sense for Jeffrey right now is to get the octopus away from his face.
Oh, it's already away from your face.
Well, I mean, like, it's from how I understood it, he was just kind of like, he was off my face, but he was still in the vicinity.
He's a few feet away from you right now because you are in like a strong current of water.
Okay. If that's the case, so if I'm in the middle of the stream and the shark's on either side of me, how much do I have to kind of do to push them out? Like, how much far is it to kind of push them out of the stream?
It's not far distance-wise, but you know that a creature with swim speed versus a creature that does not, probably not going to do well at a strength roll inside the water to push them.
Like, but what if I hit them with my skateboard?
Then you're probably going to push yourself out.
Damn it.
For every action, you know?
That's the case. I feel like I'm going to take what I've learned on the Discovery Channel and take a dagger, and I'm going to stab them both in the nose.
Okay. Just dual wielding.
Yeah, because I got daggers.
Alright, roll them both.
Okay, first shark to hit. 23 on the first shark.
Yeah, that hits.
8 on the second shark.
That does not.
You have an inspiration die.
I do. Okay, let's see how this first one goes, and then I'll decide.
The first one definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Yeah. That is a d6 plus 2. That is 6, and I was on the injured shark on that one.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, cool. So at least that's one that can just kind of float away.
Are you flanking either of these since you're with...
Oh, that's a good point.
Homer Soupson.
Homer.
Simpson?
Yeah.
So, so flanking for players isn't a thing in 5e unless you specifically have a feat that says you can flank enemies.
Right, but like that's specific to rogue. Sneak attack requires flanking or stealth.
I forget she's a rogue. Yeah.
Would it really count as a sneak attack, though?
It does if you're flanking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You gotta read your stuff. It's okay that I don't know it because I'm the DM, but you're the player. You should know that.
Yeah, I'm flipping you off.
I know you are.
I just want you to know, man.
I'm helping.
And I helped.
But yeah, if you could justify the other shark since it was missed being the flanking target and take your additional attack and see if you can sneak attack it.
Yeah, sneak attack is a misnomer. It doesn't actually have to be.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, it sounds like I should roll again for stabby stabby.
Give it your inspiration.
Yeah, she didn't have to spend inspiration. She just gets another roll unless she fucks that one up.
No. The extra roll is for damage. That's how sneak attack works specifically. Is you still have to hit, but if you hit, you can get sneak attack damage on it.
Gotcha.
I mean, I killed the one that I killed, so.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your second accuracy dice for the other shark then.
Yeah, 11.
11 total? Yeah, it's not going to make it.
Yeah.
All right. But the other shark's is like, my buddy, my pal, oh, my ragtime gal. All right, and the octopus is next, and it desperately tries to, like, get back over to you. And it's going to make a roll to try to grab back onto you, and that definitely is a fail. You have an AC higher than 10, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the octopus is trying to grab back onto you, fails. The other reef shark is very distraught about the fact that that its buddies have gotten murked here, but it still knows that you're not doing well, and it's still got full HP on its own. And even though it doesn't have pack tactics right now, it can still attack on its own, and that's what it's going to try to do.
Cap.
9 plus 4, so 13.
No.
Damn it. All right. Yep. It's going to take a swipe at you with its sharp teeth, and it fails. Michael Bublé, you are up.
So how fast is this owl coming at me?
Very fast. It basically spent its whole last action to dash towards you, and it's going to make contact with you next turn.
Okay, but it's still like is it still like at least 10 feet away from me? Like no attacks of opportunity?
I'd say it's like right on 10. It's right on 10 feet away right now.
Cool. So no attacks of opportunity. Great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive upward behind my cube simultaneously, making it completely transparent using the secondary effect I can use with So basically, I am now behind a transparent 5-foot cube of ice.
Interesting.
With the owl barreling straight towards me, and that is my action.
Okay, fantastic. I love this. All right. The giant owl is next, and it's going to continue its dash because it's with its flyby ability. It's definitely planning on just tackling into you as hard as it can, and then it's going to hit your block of ice. I've got to fucking figure out stats for a 5x5 block of ice next session, but for now we're just going to keep improvising this.
I'm going to say that the intent I have here is that it's going to be like a bird hitting a window.
Yeah, and it successfully hits, but at what cost? It's definitely successfully hitting. I'm going to say, here's what I'm going to do. It's going to roll its normal damage, but you're only going to take half of what it normally would, and it's the other half. Does that sound reasonable to you?
I'm actually going to use my phase step bonus action.
Oh, you bitch. Okay, wait. Is it a reaction? Or is it a bonus action?
It's a bonus action. I can use it at hang on, let me pull it up for
me. Pull that shit up for me. Jamie, pull that shit up.
Phase step is, as a bonus action, you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to end an occupied space you can see. You can use this trait a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Ain't nothing in there about a reaction.
Yeah, but a bonus action just specifies when it can be used, and there are no criteria that says I have to use it as a reaction or an action.
I'm Googling this right now. A bonus action is not a fucking reaction.
It can be, though.
No, it's not. It can be both. Unless it's like in specifically
like 3.5 bonus action. It's when a special ability, spell, or feature states that you can do something. I can use it either as on my act phase or on my react phase, depending upon when I choose to do it.
I know what you're saying, but you're fucking wrong.
That's not correct. I didn't use my bonus action on my action, therefore I can use it on my reaction.
Wrong though.
It's not.
That's fucking horseshit.
3.5.
Anyway, this isn't fun to argue about this, so I'm going to allow it for now. But next week I'm going to roll in with the rule for the game and be like, I fucking told you. So
no, just wait. Trust me. I picked before I picked this feat. I looked it up.
All right, we're gonna fucking argue about this off camera later. For now, you're allowed to do it.
Absolutely.
Matt, remember how many times you rule lawyered me to bend over backwards on weird shit?
But I provided sources.
Good luck, bud.
Anyway, fucking make your fucking Misty Step ass turn.
Yeah, so also, in addition to this, when I use Phase Step, the creature has to do a DC 8 Wisdom save or be feared of me. Which, DC 8 after all, but still.
Be feared of you.
Alright, like I said, I'm allowing this, but I'm gonna fucking argue it later off camera. Alright,
I'm only allowed to use this twice per long rest.
I'm not concerned about the economy of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, we'll argue this later. I'm trying to figure out where I was in the fucking chat now. Here's my roller. Alright, so, I'm gonna go ahead and roll that damage and just gonna take all itself. Giant Owl is gonna do 2d6 plus 1. Alright, so that's gonna be 6 total, a 3 and a 2 and a plus 1. So, he does 6 damage to himself. Ow. And
kills an owl.
What's he rolling now to be feared?
DC 8 Wisdom save.
Okay, unless he's got a negative modifier, which I doubt he's that, but let's find out.
What a beautiful cow.
I'm pretty
he's got a +1 modifier to Wisdom, so he's not as scared of you, but he is rattled by that, and he's taking damage from. He's like, oh, fuck! Who the fuck did that?
And I've teleported 30 feet vertically, like upwards.
But are you falling upwards?
I'm still falling upwards, yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, just like, bye, bitch. All right, Homer Soups, and it's your turn.
Spends the entire fucking game running away.
What? I want to dash towards Michael Bublé.
All right.
And just body protect as much as I can.
Okay, he is outside of the waterfall and falling much faster than you. Would you like to lead the waterfall as well?
Let me I want to find out if my character has the intelligence to realize that's not a good idea.
Okay, roll it.
Turns
out. By the way, you got 20 seconds to declare the rest of your turn. So.
I got a 4. Yes, character stupid enough. I jump out to aid the holder of the secret sauce.
Gotcha. All right. So you're definitely going to be able to do it. I'm not going to make you roll for anything like that. You just spend your movement action exiting the waterfall, and you just wrap your arms around Blay.
Yep.
And all right. And the charger sharks come barreling down. Well, one of them does. The other one has already barreled down on poor Piss Wizard. The other one's going to aim for Granola. Is going to... damn it. All right. Granola, does a 12 hit?
No.
Fucking fuck. All right. Yeah, it just whizzes past you. Just barely scrapes your shell.
How ironic.
King, you're up.
Well, I'm going to... Why was I switching pages? Fuck.
You gonna what now?
Oh, no, I keep turning pages and forgetting what page I'm at. Okay, so there's still 2 of them, correct? Coming.
There's 1 reef shark, 1 octopus, and 1 owl. 20-second warning.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost.
On who?
On the ones that are coming at us from the bottom, the top.
10-second warning, but okay.
The 2 that turned around.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna cast Ray of Frost inside the waterfall. Go ahead and roll it.
This is not a good idea.
It's good.
$13 for 1.
Okay.
And a 4 for the other one.
Describe Ray of Frost to me, please.
Actually, isn't it just 1?
Yeah,
it's just 1.
Yeah, just I'm sorry. So the 13.
Okay, so a 13 on one of them. A frigid beam of blight woo. Bleh.
Blight woo light. Yeah.
freaks towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, takes 1d8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced. Okay. I was really hoping it was a spread ray. I was going to make it hit all your allies. But if it only hits one, I'm just going to say it's just like a beam of ice that just forms in in this waterfall. And it's going to hit the reef shark for... it's definitely going to hit with a 13. All right, so roll damage for that.
I just want to say, Den is try-harding this cow so hard, and it actually looks pretty fucking gorgeous.
I thought he was going to do a quick sketch of all different things that were happening in here. No, it's just one detailed,
beautiful cow.
An amazing cow.
Daniel Radcliffe, yeah.
I love this cow so much.
Also, they, just as a heads up.
He, they.
Oh, he, they got it.
Yeah, I was told he was acceptable.
That is
my bad.
news to me. Good to know.
All right. So, 7 damage, you say?
Yes.
Right. 7 cold damage. I don't think he's resistant or anything
I
like that.
just threw him back there, just in case.
All right. All
just
right.
trying.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely hurting from that. And yeah, granola.
All right, we have an octopus, we have a charger, and an owl left.
Yeah, and the owl has been rattled.
Did the reef shark just die?
No, the reef shark is not dead. It's hurt.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 4 things.
How many?
There's one. There's the octopus. There's the shark.
Yeah.
There's the owl, and that's it.
Okay. Approximately how many feet away are we away from the top?
You're pretty close.
Okay, can I just vortex warp myself up there?
What's the distance of vortex warp?
Its range is 90 feet.
No, you're not that close.
Okay.
But you are like the thing is you're moving incredibly fast as you're falling right now.
Okay. Then I will just kind of give the finger to the owl and then turtle up.
Okie doke. Makes sense to me. All right, and yeah. Jeffrey Poison, you know this is going to be your last action before you're done falling, whatever that entails. What do you want to do?
So, the octopus is closer to my face because he just missed me.
Uh-huh.
I don't like that. So I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot him right in his octopus-ness.
Okay.
So let's see. And he's gonna say a cool one-liner, but it's all blubbles. So
okay.
18 to hit. I assume it does.
Yeah, that definitely hits. And you don't have a possibility of doing 0 damage, do you?
No.
Then this octopus evaporates.
Well, let's see. A 5. So yeah. I wanted to see how much it evaporated.
Yeah, no, it's just like octopus powder in the water right now.
It's future takoyaki.
Mm-hmm. It just makes takoyaki in the water. Mm-hmm. Do you want to do a minor action or a move action at all?
No.
Can I punch the other shark in the nose to disorient him?
Make an unarmed attack.
Okay, sweet.
Kitty, there is no befriending. This octopus has been destroyed.
Sorry, Kitty. I'm just gonna roll strength. 17.
Okay, yeah, that hits. All right, roll it. Roll. Actually, I think there is no rolling for unarmed attacks unless you have a feat for it. I think you just do 1 damage. All right.
Yeah, that sounds fair to me.
You punch the shark in the nose, and he's just like, my snoot.
Do I get an extra point because it's supposed to disorient sharks or whatever?
Sure. Yeah, you do 2 damage. All right. You booped it. You booped my snoot. All right. And the reef shark he's gonna make a dex roll to see if it's disoriented, and it's disoriented. It's just kind of swims away, and it sees the shoreline come up. It's like, oh, I need to pull back anyway, and he just kind of swims off. And yeah, there's still the owl who is going to take its turn after Michael Bublé, who is up.
So, question: is the waterfall going down or up right now?
Both.
Yeah.
So on the side that we're going on, is it going up or down?
Okay, let me put it this way. The waterfall is flowing from the springlands above you, but you're falling up.
Okay, so we're falling up, but ostensibly, if we were to be inside, it would slow our descent, correct?
Yeah, it's Minecraft rules. You're gonna move slower in water.
Okay, cool. So then what I do is I dictate to Homer Soupson, on my mark, push me into the waterfall and then crawl on this block of ice. And I create a block of ice inside of the waterfall, falling, downward.
Okay.
And then kind of just hold on to it so that I can be pushed in and that drag can slow us down.
Okay,
We're
I see where you're at. I see where you're at. All right.
Yeah. Fucking shape water getting goddamn work this session.
Yeah, I've never seen shape water be this useful before. Good job. All right. That is your turn, saving your boy. And the giant owl is rattled, but he's like, "Oh no, you don't!" And then he like takes a grab with its talons at Homer Soupson's leg, trying to yank him out. All right, and it's going to roll. Ugh, fuck. I was proud of that action too, but that's not happening. He's just like impotently trying to claw at Homer Soupson's leg, trying to grab at him, and it fails. All right, and King and Granola both get an action before you're going to hit the ground / water here.
All right, I'm going to use my other level 2 spell to just safely Vortex Warp teleport myself with a safe landing.
Okie doke. That's easily done. King, what do you want to do?
I'm going to try to grab onto their little ice thing in the center and just do my best to hold on.
Okie doke. All right, so yeah, you are going to hold on to that, and the fight has pretty much anyone you haven't killed has left you alone. So yeah, you're going to hold on, and as the water gets louder and louder, except for Granola, who ignores all this. Granola's already safely there. Everyone roll for Constitution. Everyone except Granola. Everyone roll for Constitution to see if you get knocked out.
Con save?
Sorry, yeah, con save.
Gotcha. 18, holy shit, only time that's gonna happen.
Nervous.
18.
14.
Damn.
Okay, anticipating a pancaked kobold because everybody else took all the good rolls. 6.
Oh no!
What's your con modifier, by the way?
0.
0?
No.
Okay. So you're in the water and you're, on as best you can. So I'm only gonna make you take 1d8 damage.
Okay. Thanks.
Only a little above average. You're good.
Okay. The rest of you who aren't Granola take a 1d8 damage and then half it.
This is my fault.
Ha! Okay, round up or down?
Round down.
Round
Thank
down. Okay,
you.
so minus 2 damage. 7 out of 9.
One thing I get to crit.
Oh.
Well, it's only 4.
It's still not great.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you all kind of regain your senses as you're just kind of floating in a gentle stream. You hear a roaring waterfall, but you're not sure where that's coming from because you're just floating in a gentle stream right now. You look up and you see yourselves at the peak of a massive cliff overlooking the edge of this floating island. And you see, as you get back to your feet, dust yourselves off a little bit, you see if anybody's dead, grievously wounded. You see a human settlement in the distance of the Springlands.
I don't know why you said you were about... I don't know why I thought you were about to say human centipede, but...
Oh my god.
It's just
okay,
par for this session so far, honestly.
Look, after the piss wizard, I feel like that's understandable.
You all summoned the piss wizard. Alright.
The only person who didn't summon the piss wizard is Rachel.
Yeah, okay. Rachel didn't summon the piss wizard. We didn't summon the piss wizard. Anyway, let's call this a session for tonight.
It was always peeing since the world's been being.
Thank you very much, everybody. We will see you all next week.
Thank you all for showing up. I love you.
Yeah, this has been great. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone in the audience who was helping our party not die. I appreciate each and every one.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna hit the
hopefully,
button now.
Hopefully, we'll see all of you next week.
Night, everybody.